stop suicide. My service never stops.
Brought to you by End Family Fire and the Ad Council.
Being isolated and lonely can be harmful to your health, resulting in high blood pressure, a greater risk of heart disease, and early onset dementia. So it's important to build and maintain social connections. Try a new hobby, volunteer, exercise, or use your phone or other device to stay in touch. Visit connecttoeffect.org to find resources and ways to stay connected. Presented by AARP Foundation with support from United Healthcare.
We are the keepers of the wild, America's original and most invested conservationists. For more than 80 years, we've been committed to conserving wildlife and the natural landscapes that define our nation. From rugged alpine ridgelines to peaceful tall grass prairies, we've supported the conservation of more than 36 of American wildlands. Our funding has led to cleaner water, fresher air, and improved wildlife habitat. From abundant fish and waterfowl populations to robust deer and elk herds, nothing is more important than maintaining wild spaces for adventurers to explore and wildlife to thrive. We are America's hunters and target shooters, stewards of the American outdoors.
America's hunters and target shooters, along with firearm, ammunition, and archery manufacturers, have invested more than $46 billion to help state fish and wildlife agencies manage and protect wildlife and wildlands across America. For more information, visit outdoorstewards.org.
Laura, the guys really went to town on that leg of lamb.
Yeah, thanks, Amy. I'm glad everyone enjoyed it.
Something's wrong. I know you too well.
Jim's company is cutting his salary, and he may even get laid off. He doesn't think we'll be able to afford the mortgage.
Oh, Laura.
If you think you may be in danger of foreclosure, call the National Foundation for Credit Counseling at 866-687-6322 or visit mortgagehelpnow.org. That's mortgagehelpnow.org. This has been a public service from the NFCC.
1230 AM, WDBZ, Cincinnati, an Urban One station. Listen online on thebuzzcincy.com. We are 1230 The Buzz, the home of the Lincoln Ware Show.
Police are investigating after a man was fatally shot early Monday in Lincoln Heights. 50-year-old Eddie Crosty was found wounded in the driveway of a Jackson Street home shortly before 12:30 a.m. He'd been shot multiple times and later died at UC Medical Center. Charges are being filed against a man accused of firing a shot at his grandson last night in West Price Hill. The shooting happened during an argument between the two at a home on Rosemont Avenue. No one was hurt. The grandfather has been charged with felonious assaults. In Warren County, sentencing is being ordered for Noah Bays. Investigators say that Bays drove from Piqua to Wayne Township in October of last year and hid inside of a tree line before opening fire on his child's grandmother as she drove by. The grandmother and a second person were hit. Bays was convicted of attempted murder last month in the shootings and was sentenced yesterday to a term of 32 to 37 years in prison. Police say a woman shot Monday in Avondale is expected to survive her injuries. The shooting took place just before noon. No arrests have been made. I'm Heather Pasco on 1230 The Buzz.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the hosts and guests and do not necessarily reflect the views of Urban One Incorporated, Radio One, or any of its subsidiary companies.
The Lincoln Ware Show is on.
In 3, 2, 1.
Now.
Right now.
Now.
Than a speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive. Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. Look, up in the sky, it's a bird.
It's a plane.
Lincoln, Bobingan, Bonana, Pineapple, Fingan, Feet, Fine, Momingan, Lincoln.
They say this cat Lincoln is a bad mother. I'm just talking about Lincoln.
Good morning, Cincinnati. Welcome to 1230 WDBZ. We are the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station, the Lincoln Ware Show, till 1 o'clock this afternoon. It's Tuesday, and it's hot as hell. Let me tell you. Feel like temperatures will get up in the triple digits. I walked Bo last night at 11 o'clock, And it was like it was 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I mean, it was hot last night. I always walk him at night when it gets like this. The pavement gets too hot. You know what I mean? I don't want to burn his pads on his paws. So we walk at night. And I'm like, geez, it's hot out here. What the heck? But it's going to get even hotter today than it was yesterday. So get ready for that. And the heating and air conditioning guys, of course, you know they're busy. They can't keep up with all the calls. Because, you know, the air conditioning units never go out when it's 70 degrees. They only go out when it's like 80, 90 and stuff like that. Yeah. So beware of that. A nun was arrested by ICE as she walked to Mass in Texas. Can you believe it? And boy, they had everybody jumped in on that. The senators and Congress people immediately had her released after a few hours. But I tell you, ICE is crazy. They're arresting everybody. They don't care who you are. You could be a priest, and they'll get you. Yes. All right. And there's a lot going. 6 reasons. I got 6 reasons why black folks should vote. Yes, count them. 6 reasons why black folks should vote. Okay, you want the 6? 6 reasons why black folks should vote. A non-vote is a vote for the other side. We are at war. You use every tool. Voting is not about participation. It's about power. That's number 3. 4, voting disrupts the people trying to consolidate power against us. Number 5, voting leverages our collective power and voice. And 6, voting shapes the next 250 years. The bottom line, you should get your butt out there and vote. Yes. So get ready. It's going down in November. Yes, it is. It's going down. It's going down. All right, let's see what else is happening around the tri-state, the nation, and the world. A Chicago news crew were out doing a story near the Alder Planetarium. I don't know where the Alder Planetarium is located, but the incident was reported around 425 in the 900 block of East Solidarity Drive, just outside the planetarium. CBS Chicago said a reporter and a photographer were preparing for a newscast when 2 men rushed toward them shouting racial slurs at one of the journalists. Chicago police said one man directed a dog to attack a victim, but the dog didn't engage. One of the men then smashed the photographer's camera, while the other damaged the news van's windshield. Video captured by an NBC Chicago photographer at the scene showed camera equipment on the ground, surrounded by police tape and heavy damage to the van's front windshield. Following the incident, the suspects left in a white van, a white truck, and fled the scene in an unknown direction. And CBS said they're shocked by and horrified by the crime and are grateful that the journalists were safe. Yeah. And I guess police officers arrested 3 suspects after a pursuit ended at West 36th Street and South California Avenue. Authorities said the suspects were fleeing from the incident involving the CBS Chicago crew. No injuries were reported. So they did catch the guys, which is pretty good. Okay, Chicago police. Yeah. Pretty good job there. We're expecting Supreme Court rulings today. We'll see what's going to happen. We'll see what's going to happen. Will they ban transgender sports? And we'll see. We'll see. Plus, they've got a couple other big rulings coming down today, and we'll see how they fare. It's going down at the Supreme Court. Serena Williams returns to the court today. I don't know what time. I'm trying to find. I think it's sometime around 11:30, I think she'll be playing. And I was trying to find the channel that she might be on, but I couldn't seem to find anything on the, this is, what is this, Wimbledon, right? Yeah, I think so, Wimbledon. So, yeah. I couldn't find anything on that, but Serena will play her singles match today. A man arrested, charged with felonious assault up in West Price Hill after shooting at his grandson. What the? Jeez. Shooting at his grandson. Police say the incident occurred after a grandfather got into a dispute with his grandson, eventually leading the grandson to a draw, leading the grandfather to draw a gun and fire off a shot in the direction of the grandson. Man, what did the grandson do? What did the grandson do to Paw Paw to make Paw Paw mad? But he was mad enough to shoot. He shot at him a couple of times and missed both times. But he's been arrested now. Can we get through one day? Can we get through a weekend without any shootings at all during the summertime? Is that even possible? To get through a weekend without any shootings? That's almost like saying, can we get through a day without having an accident on I-75 between 275 and the bridge? Is that possible? I don't think either one is possible. I don't think it's possible to get through a day without an accident on 75. And I don't think it's possible to get through a weekend without anybody getting shot in the greater Cincinnati area. Both things are impossible. In the wintertime, it is possible. But summertime, it's not possible. It's just not possible. It's not humanly possible for that to happen. 75 without a wreck, we know that's just, you can forget about that. Any day of the week, you won't find one day that goes by without a wreck on 75, Monday through Friday. Now, on the weekend, that's possible. But I wouldn't vote that that they could get through a weekend without an accident. I wouldn't bet money on it. Religion is now, well, the Bible stories are now required reading in schools in Texas. Adam and Eve, and a couple other Bible stories that will be put in there. So, I don't know. Do you think they should require reading the Bible in school? Right along with Shakespeare and other things like that? They'll be reading about Moses and the burning bush and all kind of things. Should that be required? Should your kid be required to read that stuff? I don't know if it should be a requirement. You should want to read it without being made to read it. But we'll see what's going to happen down in the Longhorn State. They better read that Bible if they want to graduate. I'm going to wrap up this little feeble message for this Tuesday morning. Thank y'all for coming to this service. All right. But, Texas teachers have expressed concerns about this. Yeah. So, teachers are not real happy. I mean, if you're a teacher and you don't necessarily believe Noah's Ark and all that stuff, especially if you're a science teacher, you might not want to have to do that stuff in school, you know? Because I just don't know how you can get one of every animal on a boat and feed them all, and it's just, and all animals don't eat the same thing. You know, you got to get food for the kangaroo, you got to get food for the tiger, you got to get food for the elephant, you got to get food for the giraffe, and all the other animals out there.
And some animals eat other animals.
Yes,
How did that work out?
I know. I just don't know. This woman, her friends RSVP'd yes to go to a party she was giving, and barely anyone showed up. And they're saying people just don't respect the RSVP. When you do that, that means you are coming. When you RSVP something, she spent $1,000 on food. She invited 50 people. And she received 10 no's, 3 maybes, and 24 yeses. She spent $1,000 on food, alcohol, decorations, and spent the morning of the event preparing a speech, transporting pizza, setting up a table, and everything. But then the afternoon came, and only 8 friends showed up. After she had got all those yes RSVPs, only 8 people showed up. And they're saying young folks, they just don't get it. And these were younger folks.
Maybe she's not well liked.
Well, then say you're not coming. Say you're not coming. If you don't like her, no, I'm going to be a no-show. Don't say, yes, I'm coming, and then don't show up.
Lincoln, did something like that happen to you in your life?
No. I just feel sorry for the lady.
I feel sorry for her, too.
I mean, she spent $1,000 on food and drinks, and they RSVP, yeah, we coming.
Well, they thought they were being nice by saying yes, but not showing up.
Young people say these days that's not always the case. They say we have to have a conversation about etiquette. The 33-year-old influencer, Aubrey Strobel, posted in June 22nd Instagram that have since earned a collective 100,000 views. If you RSVP, yes, I'm going, that means you're going. That doesn't mean you're supporting someone. She says, to invite friends to a June 20th get-together, celebrate him. She's talking about the lady there. But she's saying RSVP culture is changing. Some experts say it's part of a broader shift in how young people think about community and social obligation amid the growing loneliness that's happening out there. Yeah. So I feel like RSVP culture is just lost right now. A lot because people are really flaky in 2026. So I really feel sorry for the girl who spent that money buying the food, getting decorations, and doing all that stuff, and all the RSVPs were no-shows. Yeah. Extreme heat warning. And I better not see any white folks down there playing pickleball down at Sawyer Point today. You know, white folks think they're a Superman. They really do. I hate to say this, but they think they're invincible.
Where are the white women at?
You see, I mean, there'll be some people out there running at 2 or 3 o'clock this afternoon with the heat index. Like they'll be running. There'll be some people playing pickleball down there. And then next thing you know, they're sitting down. Somebody's got a towel over them trying to wake them up. They think they're invincible. You see it all the time. Black folks, we don't even want to get out in that heat. You know what I mean? We can take the heat, but we just don't want to be in it. We take the heat better than the white folks do, but we just don't want to be out there in the heat. Yeah. So, there'll be people running. I'm telling you, they'll be out there running today. It's just like those people out on the desert when the temperatures are the regular temperatures over 100 degrees, they'll decide to go hiking. And then they have to get the helicopter to come get them out off a mountain somewhere. What? You know, why did you do this? I asked that, I hate seeing that on TV. Yeah, they're somewhere stretched out. Nobody told you to go hiking within 100 degrees. Nobody told you to do that. Okay. Now I'm off my soapbox. Yes. All right. I just had to get that, All right. Let's take a break, and then we'll come back. 513-749-1230. Lincoln Ware with you. 1230, The Buzz.
Lincoln Ware is on demand.
On demand.
That's right. Listen to the Lincoln Ware Show when...
Yeah.
As our Detective Tiffany Green would say, you're an angry bird today, huh?
Oh, boy. Unbelievable. Mr. Ware has PTSD. Oh, boy. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. All right, so I didn't agitate this camera today, so we're all right.
Didn't piss the camera off today.
Oh, boy, that camera was mad at me. It zoomed in on me. Like, what's going on? Get back. Had to put the hand up. Talk to the hand.
That's one thing about living in Alabama and living up here. Even when it's hot down there, the wind blows. It just constantly blows.
Yeah.
So you don't really
feel it.
It's not as hot. But here it's humid. It's so humid.
That humidity. I mean, it was kicking last night. It was like, I couldn't explain it. 11 o'clock at night. But I'll take this anytime over cold weather. I'll take it. I'm done with Serena Williams and her attempts to lighten her skin, and she's absolutely using something on her face to lighten her skin.
Yeah, she definitely looks different. She's doing something with her face.
Somebody play, "It's my party and I cry if I want to." Somebody said, "What are you talking about, Clarence Howard? It was humid and hot as hell down in Tuskegee, Alabama." Well, her face was always, there was discoloration in her face. Parts of her face was light, parts of it was dark anyway. So I guess she's trying to even it all out. Don't hate on Serena. Y'all don't hate on Serena. Officer Hutchinson checking in from Kroger. Love your show.
Which Kroger officer?
They said didn't say which one. Somebody said their air is still not on. They love hot weather.
Oh, man.
They're crazy as hell. You love it a little bit too much.
You trying to save money or
I don't know what they're doing.
I at least turn it on at night. And I'm cool with the fan on during the day, but at night I got to have the AC on so I can sleep instead of walking the dog at 11 o'clock at night.
I was in the bed, too, and I said, oh, man, I didn't walk. Forgot to walk Bo.
Oh, boy. You got out of bed.
I got out of bed.
Man.
Yeah.
Bo is a very important part of your family.
I mean, he's getting up there in age now. I think he's like 10 years old now, so he needs to, he needs to keep moving.
Uh-oh.
He needs to keep moving.
He's gonna be giving you that back in my day talking a little bit.
Oh, boy.
Somebody called in and said the tennis is going to be on ESPN.
ESPN, okay. Thanks for telling me that. Let's see. Okay, first round. Oh, she's up there now, looks like.
At ease. I hung around. Now I feel much more comfortable with myself and the people around me. Alcoholics Anonymous. It works. Look us up. Check your phone book, newspaper, or AA.org.
You're listening to The Lincoln Ware Show.
Unbelievable.
On your talk and information station, 1230 The Buzz.
1230 WDBZ, The Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. I just turned on the tennis. And I saw another thick girl up there. I thought it was Serena, but it's Townsend. Yeah. She kind of looked like Serena when she was serving there. Okay. No. All right. She's thick, too, let me tell you. But, yeah, Serena plays later today. We'll see how that weight loss, if she could keep her speed and her strength with that weight loss, she'll be good. She'll be good to go. All right, let's go downtown to the Crime Stopper headquarters and check in with our good friend, Detective Tiffany Green. How are you today?
I'm good. Good morning, Lincoln. How are you?
I'm hanging in there, hanging in. What's going on? You got plans for the 4th? Have you got plans?
No, I don't.
Oh, my goodness. No plans yet?
No, I don't have any plans yet. What about you?
Well, I'm going to the Ware family reunion.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'll be down in the South.
Okay, that'd be nice.
Yes.
So what's our schedule look like for the remainder of the week?
No Friday, but Monday, somebody will be here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
They won't be here Friday, but they will be here Monday.
All right, so we're going on holiday.
Yes. On Friday. All right. Who are we looking for today?
Cincinnati Police District 3 is looking for Ebony Richardson. Miss Richardson is wanted for felonious assault. On June 22nd of 2026, during a physical altercation, Ms. Richardson struck the victim with a metal pole and wooden pole. The victim was hospitalized. Ebony Richardson is a black female. She's 38 years old. She's 5'7" and 120 pounds. Ebony Richardson has a criminal history of assault and was last known to live on McHenry Avenue in Westwood. Cincinnati Police District 2 is looking for Chad Hinkle. Mr. Hinkle is wanted for felonious assault, felony strangulation, and misdemeanor domestic violence. On June 29th of 2026, during a domestic dispute, Mr. Hinkle placed a pillow over the victim's face and choked the victim to the point the victim almost blacked out. Chad Hinkle is a white male. He's 33 years old. He's 5'11" and 160 pounds. Chad Hinkle has a history of burglary, obstructing official business, and receiving stolen property, and was last known to live on Salvador Street in Camp Washington. Listeners, if anyone has information on where police can find Ebony Richardson or Chad Hinkle, please call Crime Stoppers at 513-352-3040 or submit a tip online at crime-stoppers.us.
All right, 352-3040, night or day, and as always, cash money for your clues. And we will talk to you tomorrow.
Talk to you tomorrow.
All right. That's Detective Tiffany Green on the scene. She didn't say I was an angry bird today.
No, she didn't.
Yes. All right. 513-749-1230. Lincoln Ware with you. And, yes, Serena is making her way over to the court. Yeah, okay, I can see Townsend now. Serena is smaller than Townsend now. You know what I mean? Serena is really trimmed down a lot. She looks real slim and trim walking up with her gear on. Yeah. So I can't wait to see how that's going to turn out. All right. 513-749-1230. Lincoln Ware with you. And let's go to a break, and then we'll come back. John and Ray and others. Didn't Ray call yesterday? I could have sworn he called yesterday.
I don't remember him calling
Okay,
yesterday.
maybe he didn't. Gee.
Or maybe he called and hung up or something. But I don't remember him talking.
Wait, did he call and talk to the guest? He called and talked to the lawyer, to the judge. That's what it was. He talked to the judge, so he's good to go.
Oh, okay.
He did call in yesterday and talk to the judge. All right, let's take a break, and then we'll come back. 12:30, The Buzz.
Looking for a podcast that delves into the intricacies of love and relationships? Look no further.
Oh, Vernon, if Serena wins one match, she'll be lucky. She's too old to compete with these young ladies. Oh, boy. I like your vote of confidence for Serena there, Vernon Jordan. Oh, my God. Ware family reunion mysteriously celebrating during the 250 years of freedom for black folks. Oh, boy. Now, we always do it on the fourth weekend, that holiday, to give people extra time, give them an extra day and stuff. So we were doing this before the 250 year. We're not going to shoot any fireworks or anything like that. So we're not celebrating the 4th. Trust me. The Reds will be celebrating the 4th. They sent me my I get all the giveaways that the Reds give away at the games. This is the new giveaway. This is the new giveaway. Unbelievable.
And you are ready for that Trump rally, huh?
That man.
2020.
All I need is some tobacco, and I'll be good to go.
Yeah.
Chew me some tobacco. Tobacco.
And a white hood.
Unbelievable. Yeah. I'm good to go. They all come one size, and it's a little too big. So, no, I will not be wearing this. I'm going to give it to somebody. Maybe I'll give it to Owen, the engineer. He looks like perfect person to wear this hat.
Yeah. I don't know. Owen, I don't know. I don't know about Owen. I know Rob would probably take it if he was still here.
Oh, yeah. If Rob was here, he would definitely wear it. Yeah. But I don't know. I'm going to give it away. This is a Reds hat. Nobody at the family reunion will have this hat. Not even me. I'm not even taking it. I'm not even taking it. It's unbelievable. Red, white, and blue with stars and stripes. And oh, man, I tell you. Yeah, all I need me is some Skoal, brother. Some Skoal. I remember Earl Campbell doing that commercial. It's Skoal, brother. It's Skoal, brother.
The chewing tobacco?
Yeah. Yeah.
I haven't seen a chewing tobacco commercial since the 80s. Did they stop?
Right. I think they stopped, yeah.
I called AA not knowing what to expect. Certainly not cheerfulness, but that's what I got. People had humor. They seemed to be at ease. I hung around. Now I feel much more comfortable with myself and the people around me. Alcoholics Anonymous. It works. Look us up. Check your phone book, newspaper, or AA.org.
The voice of the community. We are 1230 AM The Buzz, your talk station.
1230 WDBZ, The Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Lincoln Ware with you. It is Tuesday, and let's go to Florida. Check in with our good friend John. John, what's going on down there?
Good morning, Mr. Lincoln Ware and the good people of Cincinnati. Yes, I know you're watching. Serena, well, she doesn't come on.
Well, she's not on yet. She's not on yet.
Yeah.
I think she comes on at 11:30. She plays.
11:30 your time, 12 o'clock.
No, we on, John, I keep telling, we're on the same time. It's Eastern time, John. Come on.
Okay.
Jeez.
Right. Well, the media said it's a 12 o'clock match, so that's why I say it's 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
Yes.
But, before we get to, you were talking earlier about the violence there in the local area the weekend.
Yeah, and we can't get by a weekend from, I would say from maybe April, May. Every weekend, there's multiple shootings. We can't get by one weekend without any shootings.
Well, do you feel your mayor should call the pedophile in Washington and call for ICE to come and patrol the streets or the National Guard?
No, are you kidding me? Why do we don't need the National Guard? We don't need ICE here to stop shootings. Even with them here, there'll be shootings. That's the dumbest thing I ever heard of, John. Why would the mayor call
the violence on the weekends?
This is a local thing. It's not a federal thing.
So you don't think ICE should be patrolling the streets?
No.
Okay, all right. I thought maybe your mayor would pick up the phone and call the pedophile in Washington and request either National Guard or ICE to patrol the streets.
No, we don't need them here in Cincinnati. No, we don't.
All right, okay. I see where you're going there.
Okay.
And Serena, I can see. I saw her working out earlier. They were showing clips of her out there. She is sweating. I think she's got to be nervous. She's got to be nervous. It is hot there now. It is hot.
It's hot there. I don't think she's nervous about playing. She's nervous on how well she's going to perform since she hasn't played in I don't know when.
Right, and this girl Thompson, I'm surprised. I mean, she could have won that third set, and she let the girl break her back, and now she tied it up.
Yeah.
Well, no, she didn't tie it. If she holds her serve, then it'll be 4-4. Let's see. But this is the third C, and Serena, if she gets past this first round, it's a possibility because the number one seed, I think, is losing her match right now. So Serena is looking, and she might be looking at it, or her coaches might be looking at it. If you can get past this, get the confidence up, and just relax. You can get through, because she knows how to. Serena can be down, and she knows how to pump herself back up and get back up top again. Let's see how this really plays out.
Well, it'll be interesting to see. All right, Speedo John, we'll talk to you later. Thanks for your call. That's Speedo John from Florida, and he wants to bring ICE and the National Guard to Cincinnati to stop the shootings. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. But what can we do just to go through one weekend of no shooting? How do you get to everybody out there with a gun that might shoot somebody over the weekend? How can you get a message to them? What do they, could you use social media and say it's a no shooting weekend? You send that out to social media. Do you get local rappers to say that? Hey, everybody, just hold off from shooting this weekend. How do you even get to these people? What do they listen to? What do they do? These people that will end up shooting this weekend, we're going to have, who knows how many shootings we'll have. Because people are going to be out at parties, at cookouts, drinking, fighting, and there'll be some shootings. We know it. We know it. But I don't know. How do you stop it? One weekend is all I ask for. One weekend, but this is not the weekend coming up that it will be. I can tell you that now. Too much drinking and eating for you to call for no shooting on this weekend. Places like Chicago, they'll have over 100-something shootings over the weekend. But I don't know. It continues day after day, night after night. Shootings, and more shootings. All right, let's go to T. T, how are you?
Hey, how you doing, Mr. Ware?
I'm doing okay. What's on your mind?
Hey, look here. They're talking about people who are undocumented, and if they had kids over here in the United States, they're going to...
Well, I'm anxious to see what the Supreme Court will say. Have they ruled on that yet? Let me go back to CNN.
No, I haven't heard anything about the ruling yet.
Yeah,
but
it's coming up soon. It's coming up soon today.
Yeah, but if that's the case, then we all need to be expedited out of the country because we all are immigrants. Every last one. We're not a native. Ain't nobody here native but the Indians and Mexicans. This is their country. That's the reason why it's harder for them to become
Supreme Court reaffirms birthright citizenship in a loss for Trump. So it's not changing. It's not changing. That's the 14th Amendment. All persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to jurisdiction, therefore, thereof citizens of the United States and of the state where they reside. So there you go. Supreme Court affirms the birthright, so you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, that's a good thing because if they go and they talking about everybody else go, we got to go because we came over here on the boat. Guess who
was a dissenting judge? Clarence Thomas was one of three that didn't agree with that.
Yeah, what's wrong with him, man? Come on, be serious.
He's got some issues.
I bet you look through his bloodline, he was probably one of those blacks that lived in the house with the white master. Yeah. If you look at his bloodline.
Well, he's doing what his wife wants him to do.
Yeah,
and, she's a Trumpster.
Right, man.
And she agrees with
right
Trump.
And wrong is wrong. Period.
Yeah.
There's no gray area.
Yeah, he's gonna reap what he's sowing, let me tell you. Clarence Thomas, it's gonna all come back on him one day for what he has done for the black race in this country.
Thing about this gun, you talking about the gun shooting? My opinion, this is just my opinion. If they catch the person that do the shooting and he get caught, chop off his right hand. That won't stop it, but it'll slow it down.
Okay.
That's my opinion.
All right.
If I was the government, I would do that. And let everybody see it on TV. You take care, my brother.
All right, T. Thanks for your call. T said if you shoot somebody, you get caught, cut your hand off. I thought they do that if you steal something. But he wants to do it if you shoot somebody. Okay. All right. Let's go to Ray. Ray, how are you?
What's up, Lincoln B?
What's going on?
Lincoln, John, he sounds like he still don't vote, don't he?
It's a possibility. I don't think he does.
He just sounds like he don't vote. Lincoln, before I get to Too Sweet, let me get a couple of little tidbits out the way. When you RSVP 3 months ahead of time, it's kind of hard to keep it. But who's ever throwing that whatever?
Well, normally they give you a date by which you should RSVP no later than they probably put it 2 weeks out from the event or something like that. So you don't have to.
Usually it could be like a month or two.
It's not that long. No, I don't think it's. You normally the RSVP is mainly for the caterer. And you got to let them know a week or two in advance on how much food to bring. That's mainly what that's for. Or maybe the people at the venue, how many tables and things to put out. But you don't need to RSVP no longer than 2 weeks in advance, I think.
Well, I know some RSVPs are 2-3 months out, like a wedding or some type of, shindig.
Yeah.
But they should have, who's ever throwing it, they should have them all on the mass text, and maybe a week or two before, just reaffirm. Reconfirm. Hey, are you still coming?
Yeah.
You know, but Lincoln, couple things. Let me get to first of all, Serena Williams. We know one thing: you like thick women. She does. It says she does start at 12 o'clock.
Okay.
You know,
I saw 11:30 somewhere, but 12 is fine.
Yeah, 12 is fine.
Yeah.
Just start. I thought they would have her on prime time. You know, first time back, put her on prime time where everybody can see it, and the ratings would go up.
You got to go with the protocol. She's, you know, she hasn't played in a long time. She's got to start with the, you know, with the bottom feeders, and they don't normally get good ratings in these opening rounds. You know.
Yeah, but we're talking about Serena Williams.
Yeah, I know.
That's just almost like Tiger Woods.
If you look over there, it is prime time over there. 6 o'clock in the evening.
Yeah, yeah.
So it is prime. It would be midnight over there if they started prime time. It would be midnight over there. So she is getting prime time. I just thought about that. Yes.
All right. Now let me get the too sweet. Now the only thing that he had to say when Mike McCoy called him out was anybody can buy stocks. That's the only thing he had to say.
Yeah.
You know, people are losing, and he's right. You know, anybody can buy stocks, but people who's living in poverty, they're living paycheck to paycheck. Everybody can't afford to buy stock, even if it's $1 or $2.
Yeah.
You know, even if it's $5 to $10. You know, you take the people that's living on the streets, they can't buy stock. They're out there begging for quarters. So you know, but you got people losing their jobs. You got people who can't find jobs. You got groceries is high, gas is high, health care is high, rent is high, interest rates is high, unemployment rate is high. And the only thing Too Sweet has is everybody can buy stock. Now, like I said the other day, I heard Wells on talking to Sharpton. And Wells said Wells told Sharpton he donates to the Republican Party and he voted for Trump. And I wanted to ask Wells yesterday, but you didn't let me on. What did that money gain? You know, how did that money how did he supporting Trump make his life better? And I'll ask that for Too Sweet.
Yes.
Other than the stocks, how is Too Sweet life better voting for Trump with everything I just mentioned? You know, Too Sweet is happy. I guarantee you, Lincoln, Too Sweet is happy now that Trump can fire anybody who heads an agency, a federal agency.
All right.
You know that decision came down yesterday, right?
It came down yesterday, except the Fed. He can't mess with the people on the Fed board, right?
Right. And everybody else he can fire without cause.
Yeah.
But that's, you know, it's almost like Too Sweet. You know, crooks support crooks. And Too Sweet supports a racist, a crook, and a rapist. He probably has a rap sheet just as long as Trump, because crooks support crooks. And Too Sweet, if buying stock is the only thing you have in favor of Trump, you're a sad individual. All right, Lincoln.
Thanks for your call. All right, let's take a break, and then we'll come back, talk to Brenda from Four Seasons Travel. Let's see what type of trips she has going on now. Let's take a break, and then we'll come back. 12:30, The Buzz.
12:30 The Buzz wants you to buy Black 513. Black Americans have over $1 trillion in spending power. We encourage you to...
How do you stop people who know each other from shooting each other? This is less than 1% of the population. Take a deep breath and just be aware of your surroundings. Oh, the engineer was over there. Hey, Owen, I got a hat for you. Would you like this? He says yes, he would love it. But you got to try it on over here on the camera before I'm giving it to you. You got to let the people on YouTube see you.
He says no, but I think he means
he
yes.
said no. He gave me a thumbs up.
He said the thumbs up, to take the hat, but
he
not
don't
to
want
wear it on camera.
Oh, my God. Oh, gee. Just put it on and just peep into the camera so they can see you.
Then lick your lips a little bit and then, shake your hips.
Oh, boy. My head is not big enough for this hat, but it's a nice hat. Got the Reds logo on there. Got the C. Got the C on there. I think Network for Hope sponsoring these hats. Network for Hope. My good people over at Network for Hope. Yeah, Network for Hope. There you go. They got their little logo on there. If you can see it. The thing is so delayed. I'm finally watching it. Yeah. Okay. There you go. Network for Hope. There you go. You coming to get your hat?
He said he's going to wait till after the show.
Oh, my God.
He doesn't want to
jeez.
Put it on in front of the people.
Oh, my God. What a party pooper. Jeez.
He might pull out a whip, Lincoln, and start whipping you.
I mean, he looks perfect for that hat, don't you think? He looks perfect to wear that hat. Lincoln, you were going to show us something on your phone yesterday, but I didn't see it. What was I going to show you? I had, what's that little rapper name? What's the rapper's name? Yeah, a little Scrappy. I was going to show you a little Scrappy. I think I have got a picture of him. Where's the little Scrappy? Where is that? Okay. Oh, yeah, here.
All right, just because Tamiko texted me and said it, Lincoln said he didn't know who Scrappy was. So here's Scrappy saying, "What's up?" Yep, to Lincoln.
I'll show you a picture of Scrappy. I hope you can see. All right. Unbelievable.
From United Healthcare.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the host and guests and do not necessarily reflect the views of Urban One Incorporated, Radio One, or any of its subsidiary companies.
1230 The Buzz. Streaming live on your computer. Log on to thebuzzcincy.com.
I know. Somebody was trying to find the address to the station. And I'm just, oh man, dang. Gee, when you try to do this stuff in a hurry, 45202. There we go. I got it. Now, 1230 WDBZ, the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Let's go to Brenda. Brenda from Four Seasons Travel. Brenda, what type of trips do you have planned for us today?
Well, hey, Lincoln, you know I always had good trips.
Oh, yeah.
What can I say? Can you hear me?
I hear you, but you're a little distorted, like you're too close to something.
Wait a minute.
Turn it down or back off on it. Okay.
Now, is this better?
That's much better. Yes, go ahead.
I can barely hear you now, but anyway.
Well, you just talked. You sounded perfect.
Beat them Bengals. Nobody. Have the ultimate experience. November 8th, Bengals versus Falcons in sunny Madrid, Spain. Depart November 5th, Return the 11th. Includes round-trip air, 5 nights hotel, game tickets, transfers to and from the game, and more. Call 513-761-8022 or go to the number 4seasonstvl.com. It's starting from $3,084 per person. We have the best prices, and this includes your game tickets, and we're in the 100 and 200 section, which is right down there, the best tickets.
All right. So, and how much are the tickets? Does this include flight and everything?
This includes round-trip airfare, 5 nights hotel, the your tickets to the game, everything.
Oh,
your transfers, a city tour of Madrid. So everything that you could want is included. And my understanding with Madrid, they have a lot of clubs at night up and down in the city of Madrid, and it's near the Bernabeu. That's what I'm saying. I'm not Spanish, so I'm probably not pronouncing it. Stadium. The hotel is only 1 mile from the stadium, you know, you're in close proximity to everything that's going on.
Now, when we went to Africa, we stopped in Barcelona. How far is it Madrid from Barcelona?
It's a long way. Well, it's not. It's a 2-hour train ride, though.
Okay.
So if people, they can do that, you know, on that Monday or Tuesday. If they want to go up to Barcelona, they can do a 2-hour train ride up there in the morning and come back in the evening and then see Barcelona also while they're there.
All right. And how do they need to call you and get those reservations ready to go? How do they reach you?
513-761-8022. That's 513-761-8022. Or you can go to the website. It's the number 4, Seasons, T as in Tom, V as in Victor, L as in Larry.com. Number 4, Seasons, T as in Tom, V as in Victor, L as in Larry.com.
All right. How much?
Operators are standing by.
All right. And how much are those payments again? How much is it again?
It's $3,084 per person. That's double occupancy. There's a $500 deposit.
All right. Sounds good to me. Call 761-8022. That's 513-761-8022. And what's the website address?
www.4seasons, SEASONS, T as in Tom, V as in Victor, L as in Larry.com.
All right. Brenda, we'll talk to you later.
All right. Thanks, Lincoln.
All right.
Bye.
Thanks for your call. All right. That's Four Seasons Travel, 761-8022. Give Brenda a call, and she'll get you together. I think she's got commercials running, too, so you'll hear the commercials. If you didn't get a chance to write down the number, 513-761-8022. All right, let's go to my good friend Mississippi James. How you doing, Mississippi James? You back? They had the Meridian convention already, and that's over, huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's over with. I'm back in Mississippi for a couple of months here.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
But, you know, Lincoln, you just brought up a good point when you say, what can we do, you know, to stop the shooting?
Yeah.
Well, you know, with me being back in my hometown, I know some of the older gangsters out there, and I've been conversing with them, you know, to see are they willing to come back or to get the ideas from them as to what we can do. And actually, we have one on city council here. So he can come up with some plans, and I'm just trying to put them, you know, because everybody is separate and divided. Nobody really connecting the dots. So I'm taking up on myself, you know, to talk to these guys, because the different cliques don't talk to each other.
Right.
But the answer, once again, I come back collectively, because the master plan that was put on us, separate and divide, and we still are living that every day. So I'll be the dummy to go out there and try to talk to each one and see will they converse with each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell you what we need to do is probably get opinion from Blade, since he knows everything.
Yes.
And
He knows everything, but knows
hard
nothing.
To be relevant, that he's making himself irrelevant. And he attacked about 4 or 5 people the other day. Didn't bring any solution.
None at all.
Attacked everybody else playing. And bless his heart, he mean well, but I think he just, radio personality. But tell him he's making himself irrelevant by attacking everybody every day.
We'll pass that along to him, Mississippi James. You're right. You're right about him. He knows everything but knows zero.
There you go.
All right.
You all have a good day, and I'll be back with you in September. Yeah, September.
All right. Mississippi James, thanks for your call. That's Mississippi James down in Mississippi now. Yeah. We call it the Bigfoot country. I don't know why, but we do. All right. Hey, don't forget, Friday, July 17th, write that date down out at the Woodlawn Community Center, out there where their fields are located. The Cincinnati Symphony Orchestra will have their Andrew Brady block party, the big block party. They had one Sunday over in Madisonville. And on the one July 17th, I will be conducting the CSO for one song. Yes. And I've been listening to that song over and over, trying to get into it. Somebody must not like me at that CSO to choose that song for me. They must not like me there. But anyway, I'll talk to them when I go to practice. Maybe we can change songs when I go to practice, but I kind of doubt it. I think they're locked in on that, and I'm just stuck with Rosemary Clooney and Hey There, 1954. Let's break for news. We'll come back. The Lincoln Ware Show, 1230, The Buzz.
1230 AM, WDBZ, Cincinnati, an Urban One station. Listen online on thebuzzcincy.com. We are 1230 The Buzz, the home of the Lincoln Ware Show.
In Warren County, sentencing is being ordered for Noah Bays. Investigators say that Bays drove from Pequot to Wayne Township in October of last year and hid inside of a tree line before opening fire on his child's grandmother as she drove by. The grandmother and a second person were hit. Bays was convicted of attempted murder last month in the shootings and was sentenced yesterday to a term of 32 to 37 years in prison. Charges are being filed against a man accused of firing a shot at his grandson last night in West Price Hill. The shooting happened during an argument between the two at a home on Rosemont Avenue. No one was hurt. The grandfather has been charged with felonious assault. Police are investigating after a man was fatally shot early Monday in Lincoln Heights. 50-year-old Eddie Crossley was found wounded in a driveway of a Jackson Street home shortly before 12:30 a.m. He had been shot multiple times and later died at UC Medical Center. The Reds lost to the Brewers 5-3 on the road last night. Cincinnati will be looking to bounce back from that defeat tonight. First pitch is set for 7:40. I'm Heather Pasco on 1230 The Buzz.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the host and guests and do not necessarily reflect the views of Urban One Incorporated, Radio One, or any of its subsidiary companies.
1230 The Buzz, WDBZ, a Radio One station.
.1230 WDBZ. Lincoln Ware with you till 1 o'clock this afternoon. And we have a special event for veterans. It's going to take place tomorrow. We'll talk about that in just a few minutes. I didn't know she was out there. Okay. If you can get her in here for me, real Terrence Howard, we'll do that. But, got a special event for veterans tomorrow, and it's going to be a free. Well, I'll let Deanna Bailey Sanchez tell you about it from the Family Catering and the Willow Event Center. We'll get her in here to tell you a little bit about that. In the meantime, let's talk to Doug Springs. Doug Springs, how are you?
Fine, Lincoln, and yourself?
I'm hanging in there. What's going on?
First, I'd like to say, Lincoln, tell Mike he got 2 weeks to rest up, man.
Oh, yeah, right. 2 weeks to rest up from that walk.
Okay, first thing, now, you commented on the social democrats or the democratic socialists.
Yes.
I'd just like people to know the word is that they're communists.
Yeah, that's what they're. Well, Trump is saying that. He's putting that out. He's trying to get that in people's head that they're communists. Yes.
And then I just say, look at how we live under capitalism for these last 300 or 400 years, and compare that to what they're saying to where we actually live. And then slavery is a part of capitalist society or system. And people voted for Trump because they wanted to change.
Mm-hmm.
And the change has been very negative. So for me, I'm going to give the Democratic Socialists the opportunity because I think they're at least talking a lot better than what Trump.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Lincoln, I've been reading some old books that I had, and I just like people to know where I'm getting my information. I'm going to tell you. It's called Africa's Gift to America, and it's by J.A. Rogers. And you were talking about the Haitians. Lincoln, I seen in 1799, the Haitians sent 800 soldiers to the United States to help America fight in the Revolutionary War.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, and I was totally surprised at that. So, and that was before they got their own freedom.
Mm-hmm.
So, Haitians have been good for America. They help America gain its freedom. So for those who say that they ain't done nothing, they're no good and all that, it's just a lie. They helped America. And then Lincoln, from 1776 to 1812, America fought several wars. They fought the war with several Indian nations. They fought the Revolutionary War, and they fought England again in the War of 1812.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And what really amazed me was that in some of the colonies, territories, or states, slaves outnumbered the white people by a large margin.
Mm-hmm.
So black people, again, helped America gain this freedom while we were still in slavery. And then the last thing I want to say, there was in the War of 1812, in 1814, British had conquered Florida. They got Florida under their control, and their next shot was going for New Orleans. And New Orleans had a large slave population. I say that. And in order for England, they say, well, what we're going to do is we're going to offer the slaves freedom if they help us conquer America. So Andrew Jackson, who later became president, he had 3,000 white men to protect New Orleans. But the 3,000 wasn't enough. So he appealed to the slaves, and he said, look, if y'all come and fight for us and fight for America, we're going to give you $124 and 60 acres of land. So the word got out, and thousands of slaves came to New Orleans and fought for America. And when the British came with 12,000 troops. They came with 60 ships, and the wars begun.
But Britain was promising freedom for the slaves. They promised them freedom if they won.
Wasn't. They were just offering them money and land. But but they say, well, that's better than nothing. So they went and they fought for America, and they defeated the British. The British came with 12,000. They left with only 4,000. 4,000 was killed. And then after the war was over, the question is, did the Americans live up to their promises of the $124 and 60 acres?
I kind of doubt it.
Exactly. They lied. So Trump,
speak with forked tongue.
Right. Trump is just only repeating American history when he lies, because we've been lied to since we've been here. Thanks, Lincoln.
Hey, thanks for your call. All right, Doug. Now, in the studio with me, none other than Deanna Bailey Sanchez. She's head of the Bailey Family Catering and the Willow Event Center. And Deanna, you're having a great event for veterans on tomorrow. Tell us a little bit about it.
Sure. We're very excited to welcome veterans and their families and supporters into the Willow Event Center on Coleraine Avenue tomorrow from 11:30 to 2 p.m. We are opening up the facility. We're going to have some entertainment. We're going to have an amazing lunch and a time of fellowship, a time of friendship, and just a time of celebrating our veterans and those that support them.
Okay. And, it's free? It's absolutely
Correct.
free?
Absolutely free. Anybody is welcome that supports our veterans or is a veteran. We are happy to have you at Willow for lunch tomorrow. And little, like I said, friendship, fellowship, and just a good time together.
And your catering company is going to cater, and you guys have some good food. I tasted some of that food on Saturday over there at the Willow.
Absolutely. So, yes, Bailey Family Catering will be providing lunch to the veterans. Willow is opening up our space to the community, and we're very excited to have anybody that is able and willing to join us tomorrow come on in and meet us. We are excited to have the community into Willow.
Yes, great. And what made you decide to do this? I mean, a lot of people, they're veterans. Okay, veterans, thank you for your service, and then they move on. But what made you decide to give a free lunch and have this whole event up there?
Yeah, so I have, my son is a veteran. I have many family members who are serving currently and have served in the past. I just have a soft spot for veterans and those that choose to serve our country. I also have a very soft spot for first responders, and we are just very excited now that I have the event space at Willow to open it up to the community and utilize the space not just for paid events, but also for community events where we can just be together, we can understand one another, we can have a conversation, we can open up dialogue, and we can just be together. And now that I finally have my own space, I am so excited. This will be our first free community lunch. It will not be our last.
Okay.
It will not be our last. We do plan to do this a few times a year and just really be a space for the community.
So, folks, if you know a veteran out there, please tell him about this event for tomorrow. What time and what's the address of the Willow?
Sure. We're at 7881 Coleraine Avenue. We are right behind the Advanced Auto Parts, just south of Galbraith, right off of Ronald Reagan on Coleraine Avenue. We do sit back off the road a little bit, but there's plenty of parking. It's all ADA compliant, so if you have mobility issues, it's still very easy to navigate the space.
Yes. And it's right behind Advanced Auto Parts, right there on Coleraine. And you're right. I saw a lady there in a wheelchair Saturday. Miss Louise was in her wheelchair, and she was able to get in easy and no problems.
Absolutely.
All right. Do you know what's going to be on the lunch menu? Can you give us a little hint?
I will give you a little hint. We're going to have some nice carved turkey and top round. We have a vegetarian pasta dish coming out. That's one of our specialties in the catering business. It's a bow tie pasta with our house tomato basil cream sauce.
Okay.
I think we're going to have some green beans with smoked turkey, some potatoes, some rolls, some cupcakes, all the fun things. We have all the soft drinks, tea, lemonade, sodas that you guys can have as well.
All right. Sounds good. Veterans, tomorrow, what time?
11:30 to 2.
11:30 at the Willow Event Center, Coleraine Avenue, right behind Advanced Auto Parts. Most people know where the place is located. They've been there before, but it's a great thing that you're doing. And like you say, you're going to keep doing it. You're going to do it again.
Come meet us, and we'll be out there Friday for First Fridays from 6 to 10. And I believe there's a day party going on Saturday that's open
day
to the
party
community
Saturday.
as well.
Malcolm is having his day party this coming Saturday.
That's right. So
all white day party. You got to wear white.
That's right.
Yes. All right. Well, Deanna, thank you for stopping by. We appreciate it, and you're doing a great thing. And like I said, your food was great on Saturday. I enjoyed it. The meatballs were unbelievable.
So glad you got to come out.
All right. Thank you for stopping by. We appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right. We'll take a break, and then we'll come back. 12:30, The Buzz.
Every weekday, 12:30 The Buzz has you covered. Let's go! With news, entertainment, and information. Starting at 6 a.m., set your alarm for Get Up Mornings with Erica Campbell.
What's going on, Cincinnati? This is Erica Campbell.
Followed by The Lincoln Ware Show from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Hey, this is Lincoln Ware. Join me for The Lincoln Ware Show.
Then it's Keeping It Real.
With me, Reverend Al Sharpton.
From 1 till 4 p.m. News.
I got to fix this mic. Look, you got both. If I sit here, can you see it? That's not good either. This way. Okay, have him sit right here. And you can see my face now.
This good? What do you think? This good? Like this? There we go. Yeah, there we go. You see it on the screen now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta have that
Is this
mic.
good?
Yeah, I gotta have that mic.
Good view?
Okay. No, it's gotta be over this way. Gotta be over this way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It don't look like the camera's got me though.
It's got you. It's got you.
Okay.
It's got you.
It's good right here.
Yep.
Okay. There you go.
Well, move this way just a little bit.
Okay.
Okay. Hold on. Okay, there you go. Right? Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good. Right there. Yeah.
There you go.
All right, leave it right there.
All righty.
All right.
All right. It is Cincinnati Red.
How much time we got? We ain't back, are we?
Nah, probably got about a couple minutes.
All right. Okay. Trying to get these mics. We got all these mics, and depending on where a person sit, it's blocking. I don't know. I'm gonna have to give the camera the hand, let him follow the person.
No, don't do that. That'll start another problem.
Oh, jeez. Okay, you can go back to the single. Although I do have more guests coming in. And my battery just went out on this on these headphones. To pull out my other headphones. Test.
A public service from the National Association of Boards of Pharmacy Foundation.
You have an opinion. You've got something to say.
And that's the reason why we're here today.
12:30 a.m. The Buzz, your talk station.
1230 WDBZ, the buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. It's Lincoln Ware on a, Wednesday, Tuesday. It's Tuesday. I'm rushing the week. It's Tuesday, and the court has reaffirmed birthright citizenship. Another loss for Donald Trump. Supreme Court says if you're born in America, you're an American citizen. It's in the Constitution. This guy wants to change the Constitution on the fly. Unbelievable. All right. Twin, how are you?
Yeah, what's up, man?
What's going on?
Yeah, prayers to Farrakhan's family, man.
Yes.
To his wife and everything.
Yes.
Yeah, I was seeing on the news a little while ago that teenager shot Eddie out there in Lincoln Heights. His mama turned him in.
Oh, is that the one that somebody's mother was on the news and she was saying my son is a menace to society. He needs to be off the streets. But I know it was a couple of days last week.
That's the one that beat his mom up or something, right?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it was last week.
No, he is a menace. Putting your hands on your mom.
Yeah.
And everything, that's crazy. No, this is a teenager that shot Eddie. And everything. I called his cousin and everything. I know a lot of crosties, and I'm like, man, called his cousin. He's like, yeah, that's him. I said, wow. Yeah, so that's sad. But his mama turned him in and all that and everything.
Yeah.
Hey, Lincoln, where?
Yes.
Well, everybody got to be a MAGA, man.
What do you mean?
You calling me, LG,
yeah,
and the rest of us.
Yeah, I think if you support Trump, you pretty much a MAGA to me.
You got Amazon?
Yep.
You got Facebook?
Yep.
You got Netflix?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to show you how it's done. Who owns Facebook, Lincoln?
Oh, gee, that doesn't matter.
No,
that doesn't matter.
With the get out.
No, the get out. Everybody uses that. Republicans, Democrats, Independents, everybody uses that. So you can't. Don't even try that.
No, ain't no trying that, man. They sponsor and donated to the campaign of Trump.
Oh.
So you support and paying your monthly subscribe to Facebook and all that, which is Mark Zuckerberg, whatever his name is, Jeff Bezos.
That's different than voting for him. That's different than voting for Donald Trump.
Lincoln.
It's different.
Okay, I rock with Lincoln. Lincoln got an event. Of course I'm going to support Lincoln. Because why? Because, man, Lincoln cool. Anything you throw out there, whatever party event,
just because you support somebody that supports him, don't mean you support that person who we're talking about.
Do you pay taxes?
Yes,
right?
Yes.
Okay, your tax money goes to who?
What do you mean? It goes to the government,
federal and state, right?
Yeah, and local.
Okay, who's paying Trump them bills?
What do you mean who's paying their bills?
The federal government. Salary, whatever.
The federal government.
Okay, where's our federal dollars go to?
Oh my God! Look, I hear what. Look,
Trump, man. So stop it.
That you do that. You do that by law. You do it by law, twin. You have to do it.
All right, go be a prostitute.
Well, you supported Biden. You didn't like him, but you supported him, didn't you?
You dang on right I did, because, I paid into his...
Okay, there you go.
His check.
So you didn't have a choice.
Ain't beating around the bush around this, Lincoln.
You didn't have a choice.
Y'all kill me with this. We support both parties.
No.
Regardless if you think about it,
we support the government. The government is for the people by the people.
That's out the window. Because in that case, everything will be copacetic around here in Cincinnati or any other city that the Democrats and Republicans hold. So everything will be A1 if we all come together. And then I gotta say, what's his name, Brother James, Mississippi James, is unity, Mississippi James. Gangsters, vice lords, and all of them coming together, man. People don't really want to talk about it. It's unity. How you stop it, Lincoln? Which I hope that law, like I told you last week, passed in Chicago. Either $5,000 fine or a year in jail.
Speaking of Chicago, they jumping on journalists and news people now up in Chicago.
Because they ain't keeping 100. That's what they get. Need to mind their business. They get up there and lie and tell me what's this and this, and they ain't even telling the whole story. But no, we need to just come together, man. I just say, like I keep saying, man, we need to just mind our own business, man. But Lincoln, we talk about what is this Pride Parade and June 10th and everything, which I don't agree with and everything. You ain't gonna give me no holiday and tell me once a month or once a year and out of 1 month. No, I'm a celebrator. I don't condone none of that crazy stuff. But I look at it like this: we just need to mind our own business, Link. If we just come together as one black nation, we'll do all right, man. We ain't got to worry about the Republican or Democrat or none of that. But y'all continue to vote for that stuff, which that's on y'all. But I'm out the game, man.
What you mean you out the game? What do you mean you out the game? What game are you out of?
It's a game they play, Lincoln, on both sides. Whether you're Republican or a Democrat. They play games, man.
Well,
it's all about them, man. We ain't in a circle with them. It's about them. They don't care about us because if they really care and all that, and you talking about sending National Guard, I don't even know why you even fix his mouth to say, who's that, Ray or somebody? Talking about sending, man, come on, man. There ain't no jump off like this in the city. What you go send ISIS and all this to Cincinnati for?
I know, that was dumb.
They send them up there to Chirac. That's where they need them, man. But Mayor Johnson said, no, we cool, Trump. Come on, you cool. Every day you got 39 and 6 dead, you got a problem, dude. So, yeah, we don't need no National Guard. I mean, it's called mind your business. You going to have some crazy folks out here and everything doing whatever they do, but, man, call mind your business just like they need justice need to enforce the law real heavy.
All right.
Hey, I ain't about to keep playing with y'all out here.
Everything is copacetic there. You use that word. That's a jailhouse. That's a jailhouse term right there. Copacetic.
Nah, man,
everything is copacetic, man.
Hey, when you go down south, get you some neck bones and oxtails, man.
Do you even know what copacetic means?
It's A1, man. It's good. We all good, man. Come on, man. That's what we all good. Hey, just go down south, man. I know you're going to have a good time. Get real acquainted with your down south people, man.
All right. I'll do that.
Some chillings, probably.
I doubt that, but I'll get acquainted. Yes. All right.
All right, man.
Thanks for your call. Everything is going to be copacetic. Everything is going to be in order. It's what he meant to say. In order. Copacetic.
I just know that phone is covered in drool. I just know that.
All right. 513-749-1230. Lincoln Ware with you. And let's go to Rick Jr. Rick Jr., how are you?
No, fine. It's only 1 day away from the weekend. Hey, listen, I'm sure everybody would agree with this.
What?
You know, one big difference in the Hamilton County justice system, say between, 2026, and say, let's go back to, say, 1976, okay? You know what big difference was?
What?
It was that big fortress down there on Spring Grove was still sitting there. Yeah, I remember talking.
That was the old workhouse. The old workhouse.
I never heard anybody. Now the Justice, they built that palace down at Justice Center, and I never heard. I never hear anybody on the street. I guess you probably never hear anybody on the street say, "I sure don't want to go back there. I sure don't want to go back there."
Well, I mean,
back in the old days, that's all you used to hear. I sure don't want to go back there.
I mean, that was, I don't know how old the workhouse was when they finally closed it down, but it wasn't a place you would want to go back to, that's for sure.
Well, see, that's the difference. You see what I'm saying? You get the drift, those old timers, and even the young cats say, "I sure don't want to go back there. I sure don't want to go back there." And they give you all the description. And Justice Center, it's like a palace. It's like staying over there. You see?
Yeah, it's the it was a big difference in the Justice Center and the workhouse, for sure.
You get the drift. Are we on the same channel?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm out of there. You can let your regulars call in. Okay?
Like you're not a what's this guy? He's a piece of work. But yeah, the workhouse, man, it wasn't a pleasant place. Have you ever seen the workhouse, Terrence Howard?
No, I haven't seen the workhouse.
It was where they went before the Justice Center was built.
Really?
Yes.
Now, what era was this in?
Oh, man, I think the workhouse probably closed down in the 70s, maybe. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Maybe it closed down in the early 70s. Maybe some old heads out there might know. But I went there one time to film. I was in an extra in a movie. and they were filming the movie at the workhouse. And, yeah, it's not a place you would want to stay for very long, for sure.
Okay, were you a prisoner? Were you a guard?
I was a prisoner in the movie. I was a prisoner. Yeah. And they brought in the new prisoner, and we were yelling in our cell, "Oh, we got some new meat on the block now. We got a fish on the block. Fish, here's some new meat." You know, we were yelling at the guy, and he had his little towels, and he was walking in like, "Oh, God, I'm in trouble now."
Look, everybody, we got a new prisoner. All right, everybody. Let's see what you want to talk about. Okay.
No. But, yeah, the workhouse was not a place that people would want to go and stay for very long.
What was it for, though, Mr. Ware? What was it?
It was jail. It was jail. Yeah, it was like the Justice Center is now.
But they call it the workhouse.
Yeah, that's what they call it.
Did you have to work? I mean, why did they call it the workhouse?
I don't know why they called it the workhouse. I really don't know.
Okay.
But it was right down on Spring Grove, right there. You could see it from I-75.
Okay.
But, yeah. So maybe some old heads out there can call me at 513-749-1230 and tell me when the hell did they finally stop sending people to the workhouse. Yeah. All right. Let's take a break, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about it right here on the Lincoln Ware Show, 1230, The Buzz.
Cincinnati. Want to stay plugged in with 1230 The Buzz and get the inside scoop sent to your phone from exclusive content?
Was Deborah Brown and Alton Davis, was the workhouse still open when they were? Oh, here's Judge Melba Marsh. She can tell me. Yes, ma'am. 1985 they closed it? Okay. All right. 19.
Profile. Customize alert settings to be most relevant to you by receiving text messages, email, voicemail messages, or smartphone app notifications. Stay informed. Stay safe. Sign up for Cincy Alert at cincyalert.com.
We all make plans.
Okay. What is she talking about? Somebody. I guess she's mad because she's dropping all these packages off in the hot weather. She's not a single person with water. That's what the lady's dropping off a package at my door. Bring your own water.
Oh, she cussing you out, cussing y'all out. Huh?
I don't know. It seemed like Sharon said something to her, and
oh boy.
I guess we supposed to greet her with some water.
Oh boy.
I just love these, when somebody's at your door, it shows up on your phone. You see exactly who it is. I don't know. Was she fussing at you, or did you offer her some water? She said, I don't know what was going on there. Can't remember what someone said 5 minutes ago, but he can remember his lines from that movie he was in. Oh, my God.
All right, fresh meat, everybody. Yeah, fresh meat, yeah. I'm going to get that boy on my show. I'm going to get you on my show.
That the workhouse was built before the Civil War. Can you believe that?
Wow.
It didn't have any toilets. You had to use buckets.
Oh, man. That is definitely torture right there. Man.
Judge Melba Marsh.
Visit alz.org/ourstories to learn more. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
If you need to talk about it, we're here. Get on up. 1230 AM WDBZ, your talk station.
1230 WDBZ, the buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Down goes Trump. Down goes Trump. Once again, Supreme Court upheld the Constitution. Trump tried to just discard the Constitution. Supreme Court said if you're born in America, you're a U.S. citizen. Another loss for Donald Trump. All right, I did hear from Judge Melba Marsh. She said the workhouse was built before the Civil War. They didn't have toilets. You had to use buckets and all kinds of stuff. And they finally closed down because it was inhumane to even put people in the workhouse. Unbelievable. Let's go to Ron, who was actually spent some time at the workhouse. Ron, how are you?
Yeah, unfortunately. First time I went in there was like in 77. And when you went there and they processed you, they would run you like down this hallway, and you'd have to strip down, and they would throw this white powder on you to get rid of lice and stuff. If you had lice and whatever, you had to march down and jump in the showers, come out of the showers naked and do all their checking and all that, you know. And then they gave you clothes, and they gave you a bucket, a blanket, and a sheet. And I was like, what, you know, I heard about the bucket thing, you know, that you had to, because you were in the cell by yourself. And this thing was meant for the Civil War, like Melba was telling you, okay? Because they still had in the cells, you could see where shackles, where the rings were on the walls and stuff, where, like, they put the Civil War prisoners. This place was unreal, man.
And you had, so you used the bathroom in the bucket. And so when would they let you where would you take the stuff out of the bucket? What would you do?
At the end of each range, there were two real big ranges, 5 tiers tall, man, with a chain link fence keeping your ass from getting thrown over or falling off. And at the end of each range, there was like a common bathroom. There was a commode where you could go down there. There was like a sink where you could hit the thing on the ground, and it was like a long sink like you had, because I went in the Marines too. That's another story. But the thing of it was, you didn't want to do number 2 in the bucket, of course, unless you had to. You wanted to use the common commode.
Yes.
So you wanted to make sure your business was done before you went to your cell. But man, they had rats in there that were bigger than the cats that were in there.
Jeez.
It was unreal. So the third time I went, I finally, because I was shoplifting and doing drugs back in the 70s, and I was just a bad dude in a bad way. And I finally went in front of Judge Morrissey. I don't know if you ever heard of him.
I remember Judge Morrissey. Oh, yeah.
And I went in front of Judge Morrissey. Well, if anybody knows anything about Morrissey, well, when I was in the county jail, they transferred if you got bound over to the grand jury, they take you to county jail, which was on top of the courthouse down there. And I was getting my hair cut by, this old black guy's cutting my hair and getting me ready for court. And he's saying, well, Judge Morrissey, he's all right because if you're doing drugs, because his daughter had problems, okay? I don't know with what, but something had to do with drugs. So I went in front of him, and I told him when I was in front of him, I said, Judge, if you give me a break, I'll go see a recruiter the minute I'm out of here, and I'm going into service, because my mom wanted me to get the hell out of the house anyway. So he lined it up for me to see a Marine recruiter downtown Cincinnati at the Federal Building.
Yes.
And I had to go down there and see the recruiter, and if I didn't go in, I had to do my 120 days.
So you decided to go in?
Yeah, back then they would do that. I don't know if they do that
I don't think
now.
they do it anymore.
They don't do it anymore. But back then, man, I said, hey, I'm going in service, and he lined it up and everything. And I went down there to the federal building. I think the 4th floor, and they shit my ass on the bus and Amplitude, Paris Island, and there I went.
That's the same path I followed, except the workhouse part. But okay. Hey, Ron, thanks for your call.
Hey, no problem. You have a great show, bro.
All right. Yep. The Marine Corps recruiting right there in the federal building. They had offices right there. Then they give you a plane ticket. You go fly to, let's see, where did we get off at? I think it was, maybe it was Charleston we flew into. And then you get a bus. They had everybody try to get into the same place at the same time. The case was coming from New York and everything. You had to wait on everybody to fill the bus. Then they put you on a bus and take you into Paris Island. When we went in, it was at night, so I couldn't see. I couldn't see any of the city. And we got off that bus and stood on those footprints, and I never heard so much yelling and cursing and getting in your face in my life. And I was saying to myself, what in the hell did I do? Why did I sign up to be a Marine? I was hating myself. They were cursing out. Guys were fainting. They were so scared they were passing out. And it was crazy.
They were fainting.
Yeah. They would just fall on the ground.
My word.
And then you couldn't help it. They said, don't help him. Leave him down there. Yeah.
But you didn't faint, Mr. Ware.
No, I didn't faint.
That's right.
I was just mad at myself.
That's right.
For putting myself through this stuff. Why did I do this?
You stood 10 toes down, Mr. Ware.
I was ready to go.
I'm proud of you. Hoorah!
Yeah, right. And then the next day, they showed you pictures. I know they were fake, of people who tried to leave Paris Island, tried to run away. And they showed you somebody's hand that had been eaten by a shark or alligator. And alligators, it was the alligators down there. And they said, well, there's alligators out there, and the last person to try to leave here, this is what they ended up like. And they show you these pictures of blood and guts and stuff to scare you. So, anyway, that was the beginning of my Marine Corps experience. I wasn't a Marine. I became a Marine. Yes. All right. Let's move along. Let's go to Ozzy. Ozzy, how are you?
Hey, Link, I'm doing good, man. So as always, I hope you and Cincinnati is doing well, too, bro.
We're doing great. So you went to the workhouse, huh?
Yeah, I was dumb enough to go in a couple of times, maybe 3 times, man. You know, back then, you ain't really had to do no hard criminal activities to go in.
Yeah.
If you ain't pay your tickets back in the 70s, everyone put you in there for 3 days.
Gee.
And if if they give you a work release and you don't show back up, then you go back in for 30 days, something stupid like that. Most of the time I went in. But, Link, I just want to say the guy was talking about how they had those chain link fences to prevent people from jumping or being thrown off.
Yeah, you can see the fence from I-75. You can see the chain link, the fence with the barbed wire around the top. You can see all that stuff.
Well, look here. When I was in there, one of the times I was in there, a guy got thrown off of the 3rd tier and was thrown into the shower area. Okay, and I was on my way to mess hall when that happened. You could hear that thump, the body hitting the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And then you looked up, and dude must have had a friend or family member in there, the one that was tossed over. Because he was trying to throw the dude that tossed the guy that was thrown over. And so they were up there tussling for life and death. And so it wasn't no joke in there, you know. And, man, that was the first time I ever seen a roach that had a Bengals helmet on, man. So somebody painted him like a Bengal.
Oh boy!
And that workhouse wasn't no joke. Wintertime, you know, you go in there and you see a lot of folks, especially in the construction industry back then. You know,
and it should have been closed down long before it was. You know,
I think it should have been left open, man. That was the kind of treatment that you don't want to continue to put yourself through. You know, it was a hard lesson.
Yeah.
But it was a lesson needed for me anyway, because I made up my mind. I'm not doing this no more. But hey, man, and about your Marines, only thing I ever had against Marines is, man, y'all didn't have enough black admirals or generals.
Right, yeah.
Colonels.
Yeah, nothing like that. You're right. It was a sort of a racist type organization when you look at the promotions and rank of a lot of Marines. Yeah, you didn't see too many blacks who made it higher ranks in the Marine Corps.
Well, as far as the Army, man,
at least when I was in there.
could be-
Now it's probably different now, but in the 70s, in the early 70s, nothing like that. You know, coming out of 69, 70, it wasn't a whole lot of black officers in the Marines. That's for sure.
Well, Lincoln, they're getting rid of black officers now.
Yes.
But in the Army, I tell you, man, your lieutenant could be black, your captain could be black, the colonel could be black, the general could be black, your first sergeant could be black or Hispanic too. You know, of course, white also. But there was such diversity in the Army. I'm glad if I had to go in, I'm glad I went into that first, and then I went into the Navy, and that wasn't too cool.
All right. Hey.
So, yeah, thanks for taking my call, Lee.
Ozzy, good talking to you. Thanks for your call. Appreciate it.
All right, later now.
All right, that's Ozzy, who spent time in the workhouse. How about that? You know, jeez. But, yeah, the place should have been deemed inhumane probably years and years before it actually was. I mean, come on, no running, no toilets. Your bucket, they give you a bucket when you come in. Jeez. This is your toilet here, this bucket.
Or maybe they should put inhumane people in it.
Yeah.
People that really deserve to go in there.
Right. But like Ozzy said, they were putting you in there for anything back then. You didn't have to do anything. You didn't pay your parking ticket and you'd be in there back in the day. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. Elijah, Brent, and others holding on. Lincoln Ware, 1230, The Buzz.
Bringing you the stories that go beyond the headlines. The Tavis Smiley Show.
This is Tavis Smiley.
Ozzy must have been crying every night when he was in the workhouse. I bet you he didn't want to go back. Maybe they should have that now to keep these people from going back.
Ozzy sounds like he went back a few times. That's what it seems like. He's like, yeah, the one time I went in there, and then another time. How many times did he go in there?
Oh, man. I can't imagine getting a bucket. You know? Who's that said, thank you for your service? Who said that? B-Rab. Okay, B-Rab, 513. And no, I did not faint when I was in the Marine Corps. Oh, but you can imagine some of these white guys coming from living a life of luxury in the suburbs, and then all of a sudden it hits you. You know, you're in the real world now. People cursing you out, yelling at you in your ear. Oh, man. And they had a knack on how they yelled at you. You know, you watch Gomer Pyle. If you watch Gomer Pyle, it's something like that.
Is it? Oh.
Yes. But, you know, multiplied by 10.
Oh.
Well, gee, Sarge, why you gotta yell at me so much? How about I sing you a song?
He was a good singer. Gomer was a good singer.
He had the sergeant crying. Sergeant be over there and bawling. Oh, it's so beautiful.
Oh, God. Oh, man.
Well, you bringing back some memories with these shows, man. I tell you.
Golly, Sarge. Yep.
That was a spinoff of Andy Griffin, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
Yep. Gomer Pyle was right there in Mayberry. Janice says, okay, enough of those good old days. What's wrong? Bringing back some memories, Janice? Alligator Alcatraz was inhumane, and they're closed down. They closed it down. That's some of Donald Trump's stuff. Terrence impressions are horrible or terrible. Yes, they are. I agree. I agree with you. DJ 513, I agree.
Can you tell who's a real Lincoln Ware? Can you tell?
No, Cat Williams. You sound like Cat Williams.
You can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the host and guests and do not necessarily reflect the views of Urban One Incorporated, Radio One, or any of its subsidiary companies.
1230 The Buzz, your talk station.
1230 WDBZ. Lincoln Ware on a Tuesday morning. It's not afternoon yet, but it's getting there. We're getting there. All right, 513-749-1230. And don't forget, get those requests in for the Sunday Soul Classic at 513-679-6028. Get those requests in there for that. And we'll hook you up on Sunday from 3 to 7. What's up, Elijah? Wesley Hargrove. Hargrove. I think you were a better person when you were Wesley Hargrove. You had music out. You were singing. You were in the band. Life was good. And then you changed your name to Elijah Israel, and it just seems like things have never been the same since.
Well, they're never the same with the man change. You enter into a higher realm, and so I'm still, expressing myself. I'm still coming out. I'm not done. And considering all things, I'm doing pretty good. Considering where I came from, at workhouse.
Oh, you were in the workhouse too?
Yeah, man. I mean, and to look back on it, and to have some right to look on it, wasn't nothing but slave training. Slave training in an altered society.
Well, what did you do to end up in the world? What did you do? You did something.
Let me finish my sentence. So you have freed slaves, and they're running around under the guise of being free. What are you going to say?
Oh, geez. Well, in the workhouse, they weren't free.
Of course they weren't. And but what showed the reality of the time is that at that time I was carrying that bucket with the lye in it or what have you, and a makeshift bed out of straw and what have you. It was amazing that I was praying to the hippie on the stick. And that whole cultural layout, so-called culture, but it's all been about BS since from the first day when they arrived on so-called African shores, brought our truth back to us, repackaged with some damn lies in it, and we've been living as though we in reality proper ever since. Lincoln.
Yes.
The show today, I was considering what I was hearing from twins and different ones.
Uh-huh.
And I was saying, like, and even yourself. And I was saying, wow, because I'm for the right thing, and I've been trying to find the truth, and I've been trying to spread the truth and be one of the helpers of truth. Today's show, Lincoln, ought to get a great award and plaque because it was, while entertaining, some great truths were being spoken, even by Twin when he said, let's forget about all this Democrat and
he only says that when we attach him to Donald Trump. He only says that because he tries to distance himself from Donald Trump, but you won't hear him say that if we don't mention the twin Trump connection. You won't hear that.
Okay, but that's okay because my point is that even out of people that can speak in error, they can point out pictures, things for you to look at that actually have to come into reality. Because we got to come together as a people. And people like myself see there's a map, there's some directions here, there's some great examples. They have an ageless value to them, and yet we just got to come together. And so voices like you got to keep on speaking and say, let's come together, our people, under the one Abba who bless our family to be who we are.
All right, Wesley, because I got to run. I got to run.
So, look, you really can't make it a conversation?
No, because I have nothing to say about what you're saying. I'm not going to follow Yahweh. I'm not going back to my homeland.
But I didn't say anything about following Yahweh directly.
And I'm not in captivity. I'm not in captivity. So nothing you say to me is going to change anything in what I do or anything like that. Because you think you're in captivity.
Aren't you and I having a standoff about reality, about who's in captivity and who's not?
Yes, we are.
When I say I'm in captivity, I'm saying I agree with our Creator's words who said we'd be in this state. And I see it being lived out in reality. While you're the man that he said would be elusive and evade the whole idea.
Yeah. All
right. Now, which is true or not?
What you're saying is not true. Thanks for your call. Unbelievable. And he's in captivity as we speak. All right. 513-749-1230. Lincoln Ware with you. And what kind of life is Elijah living? He wakes up in the morning. Oh, I'm in captivity. I can't do anything but look for Yahweh to set me free and send me back to the motherland, send me back home, back to my land. And that's what he looks forward to every day of his life. Oh, nobody knows. Let me move on. He should be singing that song. He should sing that every day that he wakes up. Yeah. Nobody knows my sorrow. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Glory, hallelujah. Sometimes I'm up, sometimes I'm down. Oh, yes, Lord. Let's move on. 513-749-1230. Brent Beard, what's on your mind today?
Oh, nothing much, Lincoln. I was going to talk about something else, but you have me intrigued about this prison movie that you were in.
Oh, boy. It was called, I think it ended up, they had the name Black Rain or Hard Rain or something like that.
Was it called Lockup?
No, it wasn't called Lockup.
It wasn't called Lockup. Okay, well, we got to find the movie. Maybe we need to do a watch party in the Montgomery studios so we can see your part in that movie.
This guy named Abe something. The guy's named Abe something. And I can't remember his last name, but he is a He's a big actor. He died recently, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're sure it wasn't Penitentiary 1, 2, or 3 that you were an extra in?
No, I wasn't in any of the. It was filmed right here at the workhouse.
All right.
Yes.
And also, they didn't have any shower scenes that they cut out of the movie that hopefully made it out there.
So what now? Say that again.
You weren't in any shower scenes.
No, I wasn't.
In final
I was
production.
just in the cell. I was in the cell yelling at the new inmates coming in. That was my only part.
All right. And last question: were you acting, or was that real deal?
I was acting. Yes, I was acting.
Okay. All right. Well, that's all I have. Keep it
right.
lighthearted today.
Thanks for your call. Call. Unbelievable. All right. 513-749-1230. Yeah, I can't think of the guy's last name. Abe something. Oh, man. I can't think of his last name. But anyway, he was the star of the movie. And there was another star in that, too. Oh, man. But it was... And I was working at WCIN then, and I'd have to take off on the days that they were doing the filming. Yes. But I was an extra down at the courthouse, down at the workhouse. Yeah. All right. Let's take a break for news, and then we'll come back. 513-749-1230. Lincoln Ware with you. 1230, The Buzz.
1230 AM, WDBZ, Cincinnati, an Urban One station. Listen online on thebuzzcincy.com. We are 1230 The Buzz, the home of the Lincoln Ware Show.
Charges are being filed against a man accused of firing a shot at his grandson last night in West Price Hill. The shooting happened during an argument between the two at a home on Rosemont Avenue. No one was hurt. The grandfather has been charged with felonious assaults. Police are investigating after a man was fatally shot early Monday in Lincoln Heights. 50-year-old Eddie Crosty was found wounded in the driveway of a Jackson Street home shortly before 12:30 a.m. He'd been shot multiple times and later died at UC Medical Center. In Warren County, sentencing is being ordered for Noah Bays. Investigators say that Bays drove from Pequot to Wayne Township in October of last year and hid inside of a tree line before opening fire on his child's grandmother as she drove by. The grandmother and a second person were hit. Bays was convicted of attempted murder last month in the shootings and was sentenced yesterday to a term of 32 to 37 years in prison. Police say a woman shot Monday in Avondale is expected to survive her injuries. The shooting took place just before noon. No arrests have been made. I'm Heather Pasco on 1230 The Buzz.
Take us with you wherever you go. Download the Buzz app for your smartphone today. For details, go to thebuzzcincy.com.
.30 WDBZ, the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. It's Lincoln Ware till 1 o'clock this afternoon. And I think Serena should be just about ready for her tennis match there. I'm anxious to see if she's going to be able to pick up right where she left off. Let's hope so. I think she'll be able to do it. She's a lot lighter, and hopefully she's a lot faster.
You mean in skin complexion or weight?
No. I'm talking about
weight.
Weight.
Okay.
Weight. Yes. Weight. Okay. There we go. Let's see if she's playing. But anyway, I think she'll be okay. I'm thinking Serena will be okay. But we just have to wait and see. I don't know. She may not have the stamina that she used to have. And you have to have a lot of stamina in tennis. I mean, geez, some of those matches can last forever, it seems like. All right. 513-749-1230. I got some other guests coming in. Let me know if you see them. I don't think they're out there yet, but I've got more guests coming up. And we will talk to them. And we'll find out what's happening there. Serena is warming up, which is good. She's warming up. And by the way, the lady that the nun that they arrested down in Texas as she was walking to the church, I think she's an African. Yeah. She's an African nun. And she was just a few miles from the U.S.-Mexico border when she was detained by U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement officers. The Department of Homeland Security and ICE have not responded to requests for comment since Sunday. The nun is part of the Daughters of Mary, Mother of Mercy, and volunteered as an extraordinary minister of Holy Communion at Our Lady of Sorrows Church, according to Brenda Rojas, the spokesperson down in Brownsville, Texas. She was a registered nurse at the South Texas Health System. She worked for 10 years as a certified nursing assistant. And members of Congress representing South Texas interviewed with federal officials as of Monday, and she was back home. They intervened, made sure that ICE released her, and then she was back at home. And I just can't believe it. She may still be in there if the members of Congress had not stepped in. She could still be there. Yeah. Unbelievable. But yeah, I just don't have time for Elia and his nonsense on this is not our land and we need to, and we're in captivity and all that stuff. I don't have anything to say to him about that. I don't know what to tell him, except that you're not in captivity. You're able to even call me on the phone. People in captivity, they can't do that as freely as you do, Elia. They don't do that. Unbelievable. A couple other things we had going on. The Supreme Court, and Trump was stacking that Supreme Court in his favor. At least he thought he was. He thought he would be able to just run away and break the law, and the Supreme Court was going to back him up at every turn. But it's not turning out that way. They got a nice article on Mr. Jeans in the Enquirer today. How about that? The best hot dog joint in Cincinnati, bar none. So that's great. That's great. Mr. Jeans. Been there a long time. Been there forever, it seems like. Dave Parker used to go there at Mr. Jeans. Unbelievable. Mr. Jeans opened in 1962. Gene Custer, and now it's run by his son. Mr. Jeans is an old-fashioned hot dog stand with a past rooted in the community. Yeah. Mr. Jeans will go down in history, I do believe. How many people used to go to Mr. Jeans? I haven't been there in at least 20, 30 years, I don't think. I can't recall stopping by, getting me a hot dog at Mr. Jeans in at least 20, 30 years. Yeah, it's been that long. But they have been there a long time. A long time. Looks like the Reds' Hunter Green is coming back soon. Did you see the Reds last night? They had the game when the bullpen took over, and they lost it just like that. Unbelievable. Guy comes up, hits a home run, game over. Reds were not able to come back. It was crazy. We might go to break early to get my guest in here. Are they out there yet? Looks like somebody's coming in, but we'll see what's going on there. A couple other things going on. The Donald Trump state fair that he's having. The state fair, they're saying the crowds are very light. There's no standing in line to get in. There's no standing in line to eat anything. It's just a very sparse crowd for his big state fair. 250 state fair. Not turning out the way he thought it was going to turn out. People don't like you, Donald Trump. When is he going to realize that? And he'll lie, oh, we had great crowds. You can see for yourself, and he'll still lie. It's just, I just don't understand. And people just still follow him. People like Twin. I know he swings at air every time I mention his name with Donald Trump.
You know, I'm not that smart.
That's for sure. That's for sure. All right. 513-749-1230. We're going to take a break, an early break, and then we'll come back. 1230, The Buzz.
Hey, y'all, what up? This is your boy, Ricky Smiley. I want to drop you an invite to something a little more personal.
This is Ricky Smiley on the Spot, where legends get loud, real, and sometimes a little reckless.
Ricky Smiley on the Spot. No script, no rush. Just super real conversation.
This ain't your average talk show.
Let me thank me. Y'all want to talk about Ladero? That's just a piece of it. Catch the full episode of Ricky Smiley on the Spot wherever you get your podcast and on the Urban One Podcast Network at urbanonepodcast.com.
Here at Urban One, we pride ourselves on supporting local and national Black-owned businesses throughout all of our radio markets. Since we began our Buy Black campaign, we like to spotlight some familiar and unfamiliar businesses in our communities. From arts and crafts, restaurants, clothing and apparel, heating, technology, electrical. One thing is true, Black folks have a business for everything you need, want, or could imagine. So let's show some love to all local and national Black-owned businesses, because when you spend money with the Black-owned business, you are helping your community as well as helping yourself. The businesses for this week are
The Gaskins Foundation stimulates K-12 Academy. Website, thegaskinsfoundation.org. Cincy Black Travel and AZ Media. CincyBlackTravel.com. Nolia Kitchen, 1405 Clay Street. Opens at 5 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday. Closed Sunday and Monday.
Hey Reds fans, Barry Larkin here. Proud Red and Hall of Famer. I've been in moments where one call changed everything. Safe, out, strike three. In baseball, the call can decide the game. In life, sometimes a call can mean everything. For one family, it can provide an opportunity for legacy. For another, it can bring hope, the chance for more time, more memories, more life. Organ, tissue, and eye donation happens only in rare medical circumstances. But understanding it helps families make informed decisions with clarity and compassion. That's why I stand with Network for Hope. I am a voice of hope. Hope is on the line. To learn more and register, go to networkforhope.org. Will you answer the call?
Come vibe with us at Paycor Stadium, the 2026 Cincinnati Music Festival, presented by P&G. July 23rd, 24th, and 25th is going to be lit. Friday, July 24th, we've got Charlie Wilson, 803 Fresh, Lettucey, Tyrese, and Nelly. Come back Saturday, July 25th for Mary J. Blige. Heatwave, Dougie Fresh, SWV, and Trey Songz. Tickets on sale now through Ticketmaster. For more info, visit CincyMusicFestival.com. Saturday, July 25th, help us make history again at the Cincinnati Black Music Walk of Fame induction ceremony, homecoming edition, at 11 a.m. honoring Heatwave and WCIN with live performance by Shirley Murdoch, Regina Bale, and Midnight Star. This is a free event, and the attire is all white.
Join the African American Engagement Work Group on Friday, July 10th from 11 till 3 p.m. for the Live Well Cincinnati Health and Healing Expo at Corinthian Baptist Church, 1920 Tennessee Avenue. Enjoy free food, free health screenings, and valuable resources for individuals and families. Community providers will be on site with health screenings, support for seniors, and family support programs. Connect with partners offering support for mental health, substance abuse, housing, and more. Visit hcaaew.com for more information.
Don't leave us in the car. Take us with you. Go to your favorite app store, search WDBZ, and download the Buzz app today.
.1230 WDBZ, the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Lincoln Ware with you. In the studio with me, Ashley Glass, and she's the founder of Black Women Cultivating Change. This is a nonprofit dedicated to eliminating mental health, the mental health stigma in the black community. And we've got a lot of problems with mental health in the black community. Tell us a little bit about what you're doing and some of the events you have coming up, Ashley, and welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. And so we are, like you said, we focus on eliminating stigma. So we host a quarterly mental health panel discussion where we talk about different topics. Our last one was on neurodivergence in the black community. And the next one's going to be on how to navigate unprecedented times, especially what's going on politically. We want to make sure we're bringing resources and providing support to our community. And so we do a quarterly panel discussion, as well as tomorrow, July, is Minority Mental Health Awareness Month. And so we will have our annual professional development conference. We focus on, of course, mental health in the black community specifically, and we like to provide professional development credits for behavioral health professionals, nurses, public health professionals, community health workers. So we encourage people to just come out and learn about how to provide care to our community. So this is not just for us. We want people who don't look like us to come to this conference too as well, so that they know how to serve our community better.
Yeah. And I mean, there's so much, mental health issues going on. And you see people walking down the street, talking to themselves, swinging in the air and just doing some of everything. And it's just that maybe they're not taking their medicine. Maybe they've been on meds and they were okay. If something happened, they stopped taking the meds, and look where they are now. A lot of them end up in jail.
Yep, absolutely. So, interestingly enough, I am a corrections nurse. Okay. I work PRN, but I see it from all angles. And so, like you said, it is that you usually see these people end up in jail, and it is because they're not taking their meds. Again, because there's such a huge stigma in our community, people don't even want to take medication half the time. Or you might have someone who maybe they are on medication, but they can't stay consistent with it due to their mental illness. So they need someone staying on top of it and reminding them, hey, you need to, you're not acting normal. You need to take your medication. So yes, I see that a lot from
now. You see, it seems like, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but it seems like I'm noticing more mental health issues now than I did 20 years ago. Well, is that true or what? What do you think?
So it is exacerbated due to things like COVID, also all the political stuff that's going on. So you see our mental health heightened just because, we're constantly seeing violence, our rights being taken away, all of that stuff. So that adds fuel to what, was already there. And then I just think it's now become more publicized, so people are more comfortable sharing, what's going on. Like I always share with people, you never know what's going on in someone's head. You can't just look at someone and tell what, they might be going through. And so it's a little harder to diagnose or even manage or, support when somebody is going through a mental health.
And July will be Minority Mental Health Awareness Month.
Yes, it's Minority Mental Health Awareness Month. That's our favorite month, of course, because that's what we do. And so we definitely encourage, like I said, this is a community-wide thing. We want people who look like us there, but we also want those who don't look like us there because they need to learn how to serve our communities better. There's different social norms and different cultural things that people need to learn about our communities so that we don't have as many disparities when it comes to healthcare and people accessing behavioral health services.
And so July 10th, that's when you're having the 4th Annual Black Mental Health Summit. And how do people get registered? You need people to register, or what do you need people to do?
Yeah, and so I just also wanted to focus on the different areas we're going to talk about, too. So it is July 10th from 9 to 3, so it's an all-day thing. Breakfast and lunch will be provided. Registration is on Eventbrite, so you can register there. There is a small fee if you do want continuing education credits, but if you just want to come and attend, it's free of charge. And then we're going to be focusing on veterans' health, maternal mental health, suicide, and then just providing culturally competent services in our community.
And what about suicide? That seems to be a lot of suicides going on.
Yes, and so our rates are rising. Our rates are terrible right now, and the highest category right now is Black males, young males. So, and when it comes to stigma, again, when this happens, usually we don't talk about it. You might hear so-and-so passed away, but
I know.
you don't know
You're right. Yeah.
specifically what happened. Or even if you do hear that, you don't know like what led up to that.
And should we talk about that more, or just keep sweeping it under the rug?
We should talk about it more. It should be a household conversation. We have magnets that you can put on your refrigerator because there are warning signs. And that's a training we also can facilitate.
Okay, what are the warning signs? So if people see some of these signs,
usually people seem withdrawn. They might be giving away a lot of stuff. So if you see someone, maybe they love shoes, and then you see them and they're like, hey, I'm about to clear out all these shoes, man, or, stuff like that. Or maybe they, aren't keeping up with their hygiene, or they just aren't themselves. The biggest thing is ask them, say, hey.
Is everything all right?
Is everything all right?
But will they tell you if it's not
Yes,
normal?
they will.
They will.
So that's another myth. Sometimes people are afraid to bring up that conversation because they think it's going to make a person want to do it even more, and that's a myth. So we want you to specifically say, hey, have you considered thinking about harming yourself? Do you have a plan? These are things you need to talk to them directly.
Well, now they ask you this when you go to the doctor.
Right.
Every time they ask you that every visit.
They do. But there's a reason why. So now you know why, because our rates are up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, so what if they don't want to talk, but you know something's going on? How do you get them to talk?
Sometimes you just sit with them. Just sit with them. Give them your contact information for when they want to talk. A lot of times they just want to know someone's listening, someone, cares. And so it's just really those subtle things. You might not even need to say anything. Just say, hey, I'm about to come over and sit with you. I'm just, concerned, and we're just going to chill. And you could probably even see their behaviors if you go in their living space or see where they are and see kind of how they're acting at home too as well.
And you say a lot of young Black males are doing. Now, what's going on with them? What do you think?
I think it's stress. I think it's the violence. I think everything, compounded on each other. And so them feeling like they can't, share what's going on mentally with them. They want to be the strong Black man. They don't want to show weakness and that sort of thing. And they're having these silent battles mentally. And so I think it ultimately ends up, going the wrong way when they don't feel like they have resources or somewhere to let it out.
And it's more Black men than women.
Yes. At this time, yes. The men is, where the rates are rising. Now, we still see it with women, too, as well. But right now...
And what's their reason? What's the reason for women? Yes.
Women, same thing. We have the Superwoman cape that we don't like to take off. Also, we don't want to seem weak either. And then, of course, it's that stigma piece. No one wants to share that they're having, mental health challenges. No one wants to share that they can't handle things and don't have everything together. Nobody, wants to do that. And so we just need to make sure we're creating safe spaces for our loved ones and just people in the community. Like, hey, it's all right. Like, I always tell everybody, like, I don't have all my stuff together. I do not. And so just sharing your own personal experiences and all of that, maybe resources you found helpful, that's what's going to bring people to want to be more honest with it.
Now, if you go to the doctor and they ask you this, people might be afraid to say yes.
Correct.
Because they don't know what's going to happen from there. Correct. Or they might, you might end up at
you
a
don't
psych
know what's
ward
next.
somewhere.
You don't know what's next.
Yeah.
And that's, to me, I do want to do some work around like what it looks like when you go in to seek these services, because it's really not bad. It's not, they portray these images on TV and you see this, but it's really not that. You can go to the emergency room if you're having a mental health challenge. A lot of people don't even know that. You can go to the emergency room. We even have a psychiatric emergency department at UC Health. There's one through, I think, Talbot House now. And so there's a lot of services out there. But again, we want you to be comfortable enough to share that you're going through these struggles before you end up, like you said, in jail or out on the streets, not take your meds, things like that. We want to get you before that point.
Yes.
And so.
And then I guess you would have to be some follow-up on it also because, like you say, they might not take the medicine.
You definitely, you got to stay up on it.
Yeah.
It's not a one and done, especially depending on how severe the diagnosis is. And so, that's another thing, just, staying up on it. We also encourage therapy with the medication. So, therapy has saved my life. I say that all the time. And it's just a way for you to go and check in with someone. You don't have to wait till there's a crisis.
What's therapy like? What's therapy like?
It's great. It's like talking to someone that's not your friend or family member, so you don't feel judged or anything like that. And they're just there to really help you navigate through those tough times. Like, did you have something that happened in your childhood that you haven't been able to, overcome? Or, you might have just had a divorce or been fired from work or whatever the case may be. They help you get through those challenging times. They're like an objective person that kind of steers you in the right direction.
So coming up July 10th, the 4th annual Black Mental Health Summit, and it's going to take place from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., and that's at the Kimba Community Center. Where's that located?
It is in Westchester, so right off Union Center Boulevard exit, free parking. We're excited to see everyone. It'll be a good environment. We try to keep it positive. There'll be music. And we really just like to, like I said, it's going to be a safe space to learn more about mental health and get connected to resources.
When you say cultural trauma, what is that?
Ooh-wee.
How much time do you have?
Yes. How much time do you have? So this goes back to slavery, even before slavery. And so, I don't know exactly how many generations. I think I was at a event. One of our board members, Rashida, had said, I think it's 9. It goes back 9 generations. The trauma that your ancestors have experienced can still be affecting you to this day. And so, us as a Black, community, as the Black community, we've dealt with a lot. And that transfers from grandparent to mom to daughter to son to, grandpa, uncle. And so, yes, it's just something we got to address, And
I believe that's a big part of it.
It's genetic.
Yeah. Okay.
It's genetic.
Man, I tell you. So folks need to, once again, how can they register and what do they need to do?
Yes, so they can go on Eventbrite and register. Again, it's free of charge. So we just ask that you register so we can plan for, of course, the food and everything. And please follow us we're on all social media platforms. So we are on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and we even have a YouTube page. So follow us and we hope to see you soon.
That's Ashley Glass. She is the founder of Black Women Cultivating Change. Yep. And it's a nonprofit that you have and dedicated to eliminating the mental health stigma in the Black community.
Yes.
And thank you for joining me this afternoon.
Thank you for having me.
Yes,
Thank you for being such a positive voice in our community. So I appreciate your platform.
Hey, I'm glad I'm here for you, and hopefully you have a great turnout, and people need to go ahead. They go to Eventbrite once again because a lot of times people, what did she say? Once again.
Yep. Once again, it's on Eventbrite. You can go on there. If you search Black Mental Health Summit or Black Women Cultivating Change, it should come up in free registration.
All right. So. Thank you for joining me. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. Let's take a break, and then we'll come back. 12:30, The Buzz.
What's happening, good people? It's your cousin Trip Fontaine, and this is the Trip After Dark podcast.
So I told him to go to therapy. I don't need therapy. I don't need to talk to no stranger about, what? All my stuff is home.
One of the things I've been thinking about when we talk about safety is harm. When I talk about accountability and we talk about love, we have to consider we do each other harm.
This is the Trip After Dark podcast. Listen on the Trip After Dark app and urban1podcast.com.
Cincy Alert is the City of Cincinnati's official alerting platform. Get updates on road closures, city service updates, emergency alerts, and more by visiting cincyalert.com and creating a free profile. Customize alert settings to be most relevant to you by receiving text messages, email, voicemail messages, or smartphone app notifications. Stay informed. Stay safe. Sign up for Cincy Alert at cincyalert.com.
Hi, it's Zoe, personal stylist at Macy's. If you're like, what am I wearing on this trip? To this wedding? To brunch? Your timing's perfect. Our best brands are all 30% off. I'll pull some great pieces that are made for you, so you'll show up confident, looking amazing. Plus, 15 off designer beauty and fragrance. Sign up for Star Rewards and earn even faster at Macy's.
All righty. Oh, boy. Y'all crazy. Who was the magistrate? Who saw a dude with a sweater vest on? Oh, boy. I don't know, maybe 50. You know, when you're doing Hollywood, they can make it seem like it's 100. You know, they can make it seem like it's 500. The name of the movie was either Black Rain or Hard Rain. They changed the name, but if you look it up, it's probably somewhere you can find it. But it's Black Rain or Hard Rain.
Alcoholics Anonymous. It works. Look us up. Check your phone book, newspaper, or AA.org.
1230 WDBZ, The Buzz, your official talk station.
It is official, you understand me?
1230 WDBZ, The Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Lincoln Ware with you. And, yeah, mental health is a serious problem, not just in the city, but in this country. It is a serious problem. And a lot of people you see out there homeless have mental illness problems. Yeah. A lot of the homeless people you see. Veterans, there's really a lot of veterans out there. Yeah. So we will see. Don't forget about the free lunch for veterans tomorrow out at the Willow, 11:30. If you're a veteran, get out there. Free lunch, you can't beat that. If it's free, it's for me. And if I were off, I would go out there for that. And they have some great food. Yeah, I was at the Drifters event Saturday. They catered the food, and it was great. It was great. So check that out. Free lunch for vets tomorrow out at the Willow. You have plenty of parking. Yes. The movie will be easy to look up if Lincoln knew the year that it was made. Oh, boy. I would say in the 90s, I think. It was the 90s when it was made. Yes. If I could think of the guy, the star's name, Abe something. Oh, and he plays in a lot of movies, too. This guy played in a lot of, maybe it was Abraham something. Abraham, and they called him Abe for short, but his name was Abraham, and he was like a gangster-looking type guy. He played in a lot of movies. I just can't think of the guy's full name. But anyway, no, I didn't get any. I was just an extra. That's all. Extras don't get any credit. You know. All I know, I was in my cell yelling at the new fish on the block. New fish. And the new fish were walking in scared as hell with their little blankets. And I can't recall if they had a bucket or not. You know, I don't know. Yes. Yeah, that guy that called up, man, he knew. He said you didn't want to do the number 2 in that bucket because you were going to have it all day long in your cell. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But, yeah, how many people remember the old workhouse out there? And it seemed like everybody called in had been there before. Boy, what kind of people we have listening to this show? Well, everybody's been to the workhouse. Man. Jeez. The movie is called Hard Rain, filmed in 1998. There we go. Thank you, Pamela Kinney, who's been a no-show at the Walking Club since she got her shirt, by the way, now that I'm talking about it. But,
shame on you, Pamela.
Yeah, 1998. There you go. 1998. Thank you for that one. But, yeah, you can get a look at the workhouse if you can find that movie. Filmed right here in Cincinnati. Murray Abraham, that's it. F. Murray Abraham. I think that's it. I think that was it. Now, it wasn't Rain Man. It wasn't Rain Man. But that was filmed right here in Cincinnati for sure, yes. You saw a lot of familiar sights in Rain Man when they filmed that movie here in Cincinnati. All right, let's go to Mr. 513. How you doing?
Hey, all right, Lincoln. Hey, I'm going to help you out, Lincoln. I was an extra back there, if you remember. And the movie was Hard Rain. Tom Selleck was the star because he got mistreated. F.M. Abraham was the one character. Yeah, you had Cal, the white
Tom
guy,
Selleck
played on Sanford and Son.
Selleck was in that.
He was in the movie. And the black guy, I can't remember his name, but he played in a bunch of movies that was in there. It was a couple of different people you've seen before, you know.
Yes.
And being at the workhouse, that was the funny part. Remember, some people would miss the bus and come walking into the workhouse, and they told them, hey, they ain't going to let you out if you ain't on the bus when we was leaving. And
but it was closed then.
It was like, we got tired of that prop food, though, because it smelled good the first day, but by the third day, it stank.
Yeah.
And
well, I mean,
you're
you
right,
know.
the workhouse, man, well, it was built for the prisoners of war for the Civil War. I know it sounds like your boy called in from Texas. But we had a ball. Oh, the shower scene. Remember, they kept even off this extra $10, $20 because none of the brothers wanted to do the shower scene. You remember that day?
I remember that. I know I wasn't in the shower scene. I was there. I was in the cell
Come on,
scene.
guys. We need some guys to be in the shower scene. Come on, guys. And he was begging. But yeah, it was an interesting movie, interesting time. The one, like I said, the one white guy, he was really cool. Played Cal on Sanford and Son. When Sanford and Son towards the end of the run of Sanford and Son. But it was interesting, man. You learned a lot of stuff. Hey, you remember, Lincoln, the day that Saturday, because they don't film in Hollywood on Sundays, but that Saturday they're gonna give us all them Buskin donuts that they had tons and tons of them all week, but they didn't eat them, so they was like, hey, you guys help yourselves, you know. Yeah. And now their catered truck was really nice with the food, really, really. And the stuff they gave us was okay, but the tables of snacks, man, they was off the chain.
All right. Well, look, Mr. 513.
It's funny because, you think about it, Hard Rain, that movie, I saw it, but they cut a lot of our stuff out, though, too.
They did. Yeah, they cut a lot of it.
Remember at the end of the movie, that was the big scene because we would yell when F.M. Abraham's character was the crooked cop, and Tom Selleck was, proved to be free, and because they set him up. And then remember that famous line in the movie? I ain't gonna say the cuss word, but they say, "Hey, officer, ain't life a mother?" You know?
Yes. Thanks for not saying the curse word. All right.
All right, Lincoln.
Thanks for your call. Oh, by the way,
we out.
Your girl Ashley Kirkland will be in here next week. I just thought I'd tell you that.
All right.
He can't even hear me. He didn't hear anything I said the whole time. All right, 513-749-1230. Lincoln Ware with you. And now, I thought they were going to have Serena on. I'm just looking at two guys playing tennis. Where's Serena? Oh, man, that's no fun. Jeez. They were supposed to have Serena on here. Give me a break. All right. 513-749-1230. So now you know everything about the workhouse. Had you ever heard of the workhouse, Terrence Howard?
I think my uncle used to tell me about it years ago. Yeah.
Okay.
But you don't hear people talking about it often.
I know it. I guess they want to forget about that memory. Who wants to remember the workhouse? Man, if it was that bad when it was open, give you a bucket, no toilets. And did they really? I guess they had running water at some point, someplace in there, but still, geez. But it was deemed inhumane, and then we had to vote on the Justice Center. I remember when they voted on building the Justice Center. They were going to have, you know how they lied to you to get you to vote on stuff? Oh, they were going to have education. They were going to have a library, books, and all kind of stuff going on. They may have some of that stuff in there. I don't know. But they had the Baptist ministers backing the workout. Doc Foster, he was way out front with it. Doc Foster was really pushing the Justice Center. Yeah. I don't know how much money they paid people to back it, but it was some money flowing around, trust me. And it was going to be great for prisoners to go to the Justice Center because they could come in there and have a diploma when they get out. If they, they made it sound like it was a great place to go, like it was a resort or something, when they're trying to get you to pay for it.
We got toilets.
Yes. Oh, boy. Unbelievable back in those days. Yeah, the Baptist Ministers Conference, you couldn't do anything in Cincinnati that had anything to do with the black community unless you go through the Baptist Ministers Conference. I don't know if they have that much power nowadays or not. I don't think so. But you had to get the approval of the Baptist Ministers Conference to do anything black in this town. Oh, yeah. They were a powerful force back in the day. Nowadays, not so much. Waldo, how are you?
Yes, sir. I work with Doc Foster with the Board of Education.
Yeah.
But talking about the workhouse, I did 4 days for child support. I was $1,600 behind, and the judge said 4 days in the workhouse for $1,600. I said, I'll do the 4 days.
Oh, jeez.
So I called in. I did 2 personal leave days and 2 sick days, but it is as nasty as they said it was.
Oh, man. And did you ever regret taking those 4 days? Like, man, I should have just tried to come up with the money.
No, I wasn't getting no $1,600 for no 4 days. And after that, they started taking it out of my check automatically.
Yeah.
But I had got behind, and he said 4 days in the workhouse is $1,600. I said, I'll do the 4.
Mm.
Yep. But, it was trifling.
Did they have buckets for you?
Yes, sir. Buckets and no toilets. You peed into water was coming out the wall, and you urinated into the wall, where the water was coming out at.
Oh, boy.
Yep. You remember when the cop got stabbed from the handles off the bucket?
No, I don't remember that. I don't remember.
They took the buckets out of there. You know, because you went in there, you know, you got a pillow up under your arm and a bucket.
Oh, okay.
So they know you knew.
So somebody made a weapon out of the bucket handle.
They took the handle off the bucket and sharpened it on the concrete floor, and they stabbed one of the guards.
Man, I tell you.
But that's all I got, Lincoln.
All right. Hey, thanks for your call. All right. Jeez. I tell you, Cincinnati, I guess it was not a fun place back in the days, you know, especially if you got in trouble, you had to go to jail.
He had to pee into
the wall.
The wall.
Where the water was coming out.
Was coming out, man.
Oh, jeez.
And one guy said, no, to hell with this. I'm going to take this handle off this bucket.
Right.
And that's some ingenuity right there.
I'm going to shank the guard.
Yeah, that's some, man. If only he could have used his talents for something else.
Yes. Man. Shank the guard. Unbelievable. Off of a bucket handle. Man.
Oh, man. I couldn't live that type of life.
Let's take a break. We'll come back. 12:30, The Buzz.
Lincoln Ware is on demand.
On demand.
That's right. Listen to the Lincoln Ware Show.
I am too soft for that type of life. I'm too soft.
Oh, man.
I couldn't do it.
You from Alabama, you would have made it.
No. No.
You would have made it.
Maybe one day, but, man, I would never come back.
Yep. The real Terrence Howard would have been, you would have been the jailhouse leader. They would have followed you. You could have been in charge of a whole wing. You know how they have a person in charge. You have to go see that person.
I would never be that person. I would be the one they try to beat up and do other stuff to. I wouldn't go in there. I don't want to go in there.
White world teach you to go against your elders.
Are you going to be doing mix for the Sunday Soul Classics?
No, I'm just going to do the regular music.
Okay.
Yep.
That'll be pretty cool. Sunday Soul Classics mix.
We've done it before.
Yeah. You don't have to do one break, well, 2 breaks an hour.
Yep. Yep. So I told him I'll just play the music.
Oh, that's right, because you got requests and stuff.
Yeah, I got all the requests in there, and I think Diamond was going to do it. But I got 1,000 requests to get in.
Don't want to piss Bill off.
or what's his friend's name?
Chico.
Chico, yeah.
Me and Chico were very angry at you, Mr. Ware.
I listened from 3 o'clock to 1 minute to 7. Jerry could say you would have been the jailhouse something, but not the leader.
Well, thank you for the vote of confidence, Jerica. I can always depend on you, best friend.
The jailhouse something. Somebody said you too light-skinned for jail.
I mean, well, there are white people in jail, so, I mean, you know.
I went down there one time with my mama to see a male friend of hers, and looking in scared me straight. Okay. .1230 WDBZ, the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. It's Lincoln Ware till 1 o'clock this afternoon. And Man, the Supreme Court coming through finally and doing the right thing. And, yeah, I say we should uphold the birthright 14th Amendment. And I'm glad that the Supreme Court finally did something right. Here lately, they've been scaring me. The Supreme Court is just not, man. And I guess something else coming down soon, too. Now the Supreme Court let the states ban transgender athletes from female sports teams. Yeah. So the women won't have to worry about the transgender men playing in women's sports. So there you go. States can now ban transgender women and girls from competing on female sports teams. That's the ruling that just came down from the Supreme Court. And it's a setback for the LGBTQ community from the High Court. So there you go. The court said West Virginia's and Idaho's bans on female transgender athletes do not violate either the Constitution or a federal law barring sex discrimination in education. Yeah. So there you go. Justice Brett Kavanaugh said schools may determine eligibility for women and girls sports based on biological sex. Yeah. So separate sports teams for biological males and biological females are reasonable. So it means if you were born with a penis, I don't care what you've transed into, you cannot play women's sports.
He can keep his penis to himself.
Cannot play in women's sports. And I agree. I have to say I do agree with that part. I agree with that part. They shouldn't be able, if you're born with a penis and testicles, you should not be able to play on women's sports, in women's sports. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. How many people agree with me on that? Or you might disagree. 513-749-1230. Did the Supreme Court get it right this time on transgender sports? Did the Supreme Court get it right? 513-749-1230. And I don't know how they voted, what the number was. I don't see. I'm looking for it. I don't see that. And, okay, 6-3. It went 6-3. So Trump backed the state bans. I hate to be on the same side as Donald Trump, but I guess I am on this one. I am on this one. But what's right is right. Let's go to Nell. Hey, Nell, how are you?
Hey, okay, Lincoln, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. What's on your mind?
Yes, what's on my mind is I'm glad that it came down like that because, I said, well, they want to participate. You don't find any female trying to be on the male team. I mean, maybe in Little League or something like that, but it's mostly the men, the male trying to be on the female.
Right, because the females who trans over to males, they don't stand a chance. They don't stand a chance against males. But the males who trans to females, they know they stand a better chance, and it's been proven that they outplay them and they do. Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah,
but you know what they ought to do, and I've been thinking this for the longest. Why don't they have transgender games? Why don't they? Well, the trans community. Why don't they have the transgender games, just like they do all the other games. You know, like that for the handicapped.
Yeah.
Or
like
whatever.
they have the senior Olympics. Like they have the senior Olympics. You have to be a senior.
When I picture it would be fun. It would be fun.
The transgender Olympics. The transgender games.
Exactly. Yes, and we would watch them go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well,
okay. All right.
Okay. Thanks for your call.
Thank you.
All right. She says have their own separate games. Transgender men against transgender men, transgender women against transgender women.
I guess if they had enough of them.
I see. That's the thing. I don't think they would have enough to even play. Even would they have enough to form a basketball team? I don't know. Or track team. That's a tough. See, I don't think it's enough of them to do that. Now, I don't think that couldn't happen. It wouldn't happen. So you can forget that now. Back to the drawing board. But the Supreme Court spoke out today. And if states want to ban that, they can. It's up to the states pretty much. States can ban it. So I guess they'll go from there. A setback for the LGBTQ community. Yep. I agree too. Men play men's sports, women play women's sport. Okay. All right. When Cher's daughter, Chastity, went to Chaz, it wasn't that big of a deal, but now it's prevalent. I do not understand that mindset. Yeah, I remember Chastity became Chaz. Anyway, I remember that. And she was the cutest little girl. I mean, and all of a sudden something happened and boom, she was a dude. But I remember seeing her when she was a little girl. She was on the Sonny and Cher show. She was on there with them. So I don't know. Everybody feels differently about that. But as I say again, they're born that way, and they, if a little girl is born feeling like she's a little boy, you can't put pink dresses on her, that she's not gonna like to wear pink dresses. She's not gonna like any of that stuff. She's gonna probably be a tomboy, but there have been straight tomboy girls who are tomboys and are not gay. But still, I just think that's the way they're born, and they can't help it. I know a lot of people. No, they're not. No, they're not. But yes, they're born that way, and one day soon, science will get to the bottom of it. They'll get to the bottom. They will get to the bottom of it. And they'll find that gene. And the conversation will be over. Before they're born, they'll be able to tell if they have that gay gene or not. They'll be able to tell. Yeah. Puberty changes identity. Okay. Here they are with that born that way conversation. Okay. Jerica, oh boy, unbelievable. I mean, that conversation will never go away. Do we have time for one more call? I think we might have for a quick call. Sister Regina?
Hey, Mr. Lincoln, how you doing, sir?
Pretty good. What's up?
Oh, I was in a movie as well that some parts were done here and in Kentucky called City of Hope. I have a copy of that movie, and I was wondering, did you get a copy of the movie that you were in?
No.
Oh,
no,
you didn't?
No.
Well, and what you
I don't
were
even know
saying
how they
about
would have given us a
Bono's
copy
daughter,
back then.
Cute little girl.
Yeah.
I think that lifestyle, the parents, you know how you hear about movie stars and entertainers being in the Illuminati and whatnot?
Yes.
Sonny was much older than Cher. Beautiful little girl. Something that child grew up seeing. Now she a big, fat, bloated, ain't the best looking so-called male on the planet, but she was a beautiful little girl, just like you said.
Yeah.
Very beautiful. But try to get a copy of that movie you were in, Mr. Lincoln.
I kind of doubt it. They didn't even, I mean, the computers weren't really rocking back then. They were just starting.
I bought mine. You could probably see at the library. I forget where I bought it from. Google the name of that movie, and I bet you somebody.
It's probably on a VHS somewhere. So I don't know.
It don't matter.
All right.
You can show it to your grandbaby. Oh, I was in the movie.
Well, you can barely see me. Yeah, I think you could see my hands, and I could tell. Is that me? I think that's me right there.
Oh, okay. Well, you can see me. I positioned myself to be seen real good.
All right.
All right. Thanks, Mr. Lincoln. Hi, Miss Sharon. Y'all have a beautiful, blessed rest of your day, sir.
Thanks for your call. She act like Sharon is my co-host right here. How you doing? That's gonna wrap it up for me. I'll see you tomorrow morning at 10 on 12:30. The Buzz. Right, I know. Well, tell him that he can get that movie. God. Yeah, they do that all the time. They don't want to get on, but they want you to tell me what they want people to hear. Will you? I don't want to go on the air, but would you tell him? Unbelievable. Woo! Illuminati, that's my mind, soul, and my body. Secret society trying to keep an eye on me. Okay. All right, Nat Turner. Oh, my God. Brent Beard, quit saying you're boring that way. Stop choices, dude. Oh, quit saying you meant to say born. Twin said boring. I'm like, what is he talking about? He meant to say born. Quit saying you're born that way and stop choices, dude. He's not reading over stuff he's typing here. Go get those 50-cent wings. Will we ever see Bo again? Well, not till, I don't even think next week. I think I got a remote a week from Friday. So it might be a while before you see Bo again. Well, at least I wasn't in the shower scene. Thank goodness for that. If I had been in the shower scene, I never would have heard the end of that. Did you drop the soap? Oh, boy. Unbelievable. Yeah, Twin, read your stuff before you hit enter. Because you didn't read that at all. You just start typing. I won't even be here Thursday. The preacher man will be here. Kevin Aldridge. I miss those breakfast plates. Happy birthday, Donna. And I haven't seen you at the walking club since the first day. Independent Mikey boy, where you been? Of course, we won't have the walking club Saturday. That's the holiday. We won't have the walk on Saturday. Folks, I'm getting ready to get out of here. Yep, I'm calling them out. Calling those folks who came out the first day. Now they need to come down to Athens, Georgia. I'm not sure what movie Pamela Kinney was talking about. All right, folks. Take it easy. And I will see you tomorrow morning. All right, Terrence Howard. You can cut them off.